What's up, squad? Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the pad, our weekly roundup of topics, of conversation, of wellness checks, of skedaddles, shenanigans, of laughs, and everything in between. Hope you are all doing well. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Lots to talk about, lots to say, lots to do. So let's just start things. Go ahead and start things while y'all get your messages in. I'm going to say hello to the chat. Here, the early chat, the early squad. I'll put you all over down bottom left today, bottom right. As long as I sit here, we should be okay. Actually, calling an audible, I prefer it up here. All right, so let me say hello to Samantha. Welcome in. Jimmy, hope you're doing well. Lori, hello. What's good? Kalita in the building. Jen, hello. Jay, what's good? Daryl, thanks so much for the Prime sub. I know you get one of these. I do appreciate using it on me for month number 47. Thank you so much for using one Prime. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for being here for 47 months. Can't thank you enough for being a part of the squad. Leslie, hello, welcome in. Jackie, hope you're doing well. Sal's here with a 41. Appreciate you, Sal. Thank you so much. It's a miracle. Finally watching live and out of Joelle, let's go. Welcome back. Pugs, hello. Tara Teeth in the building. We got Emma, what's good? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Cannabiscuits in the building. We got Jenna Lee, what's good? Chalet, they were 31 months here. 31 months here. Appreciate it, Chalet. Thank you so much. Happy back to you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Shan, thank you with a Prime sub. I know you get one of these. I do appreciate you using it on me for month number 44. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the squad. Daisy, good evening. Welcome in. Jinx, hello. Jimmy with a gifted to Joelle. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Welcome in, Joelle. Part of the crew compliments of you, Jimmy. Thank you so much for making that happen. Really do appreciate it. Walling, hello. Rye Guy, what's up? Cannabiscuits with 100 bits. Hello. Jen Raz, what's good? Jinx, welcome. And about to watch a bride get devastated over the wedding. Her fiance planned British reality TV is evil. Oh, dear God. Nothing is off the deal as far as discussion topics. I feel like it's been lost along the way, but it's truly been nothing is off the table as far as discussions go here always. But I thought, let me write that and see if people show up to see what's up. Because yes, nothing is off the table. Ask what you want to ask. Please and thank you. Also, thank you for those combos. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Lauren, thank you for the 58 months here. Appreciate it. Welcome back into the squad. Memories, hello, welcome in. How am I doing? Biscuits, I'm doing good. I'm very busy, but I'm happy. We're good. She wants a gothic romance dream wedding, and he's got her vintage car show. Ooh, those are not the same thing at all. At all. Tomster, welcome in. Thank you on month number 20 on a tier 3. Thank you, Tomster. Appreciate it. I'm hot. Say hello, you hot man. You lying to me? Thank you. Appreciate it. Jackie, thank you for watching the stream for 5 streams in a row. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Finally here for a pad for the first time in like 2 months. Well, welcome in, Jay. Hope you've had a good 2 months off the pad because you're back here now. Lenny, hello. Welcome in. Are you a window seat person or an aisle seat person? I grew up being a window seat guy. I've become an aisle seat person now that I've gotten older. Now that I'm my max height, but I'm tall enough that a regular seat, the aisle allows me to stretch my feet, so I prefer aisle. I also prefer aisle because I don't have to awkwardly ask the 2 people next to me to get up if I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm happy to not do that interaction. I think that if I don't sleep before getting on a plane, a window seat would be better because I could lean on it and fall asleep, but I still think aisle over window for me. And Hero, welcome and good evening to you as well. Let him Sandy, what's up? English Muffin, hello. Hey, Kellyanne, did I watch BBUK this season? The finale was tonight. So I saw who won, but I've not watched BBUK this season. Kellyanne, how was it? Do you recommend? Was it good? I've been hearing some wild things coming out of Australia for Big Brother Australia. Like, I say wild, bad. Did I get to your question about grad school for the PAL? I did not end Hero. I did not get to it, but I will put it down on my agenda to ask Leon at the next pad. How about that? United Airlines today in court argued window does not mean an external view, just a seat against the bulkhead, and the customers are not entitled to an actual window. Interesting. As someone who doesn't like opening the window anyway for the window seat, I don't care, but I would argue that that is bullshit. I think people get a window seat with the option of either a window being opened or closed to their choosing. Because then it's not a window seat. How do you take your coffee? I prefer mine with maple syrup. Ooh, fancy. I'm very simple. I do a splash of skim milk. I do one sweet and low. That's really it. I also prefer alpha for the exact same reason, except I'm sure I just have bad knees. Hey, stretching the legs matters. RTE fan, welcome in. Lizzie, hello, hello. It was my first time watching BBUK, so I don't have much to compare it to besides BBS, which I realize is a totally different show. Right. Yeah, I've watched one season of BBUK to completion, and that was, I want to say, season 15 of BBUK. What's her name one? Helen one. If that's anything for anybody. Pooya said, I don't care about also it's BS. It is. You open the window on a window seat. I assume they were talking planes here. Yeah. The blinds for the window, yeah. Best concert you have attended? AC/DC just played in my hometown of Melbourne. And although they look really old, they still rocked out. Hey, as long as they still rock out, that's all you can ask for. And Cirillo, the best concert I've been to, it's tough because I think on a performance base, I think Muse. Seeing Muse live, I've seen them twice. Both times, they knocked it out the fucking park. But on a personal, it was seeing Childish Gambino in Montreal in 2012. That one, to me, a combination of the journey to get to that venue and also to experience my favorite artist at the time at a smaller, more intimate venue was, I couldn't even describe the feeling. Best concert you, I just read that. My bad. Y'all, thank you for that hype train. I really do appreciate it. Patty, welcome, and getting on a plane tomorrow to fly home from a San Diego visit. I can't fly unless I'm in aisle seat, long legs. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just curious if my form submission worked. It did. My Google has been acting up. I want to see if it worked. Yeah, no, I think you're good. I think I've seen it in the form, man, hero. Oh, the blinds. I was trying to figure out how you were opening the plane windows. Yeah. Why would I say the window? Imagine. But yeah, the form is live. I have already unlocked it right before I started here. So, like I said in the tweet or Blue Sky post, depending on where you saw the going live post, any topic is on the line. You can talk about whatever you want tonight. We usually do, but tonight I'm saying it out loud also. So ask anything you want. Unless it's clearly a troll, I'll answer it. Unless it's a troll. That's the only precursor. If it's a troll, I'm not answering it. I'm going to say what it is, maybe, and shame you, but I'm not going to answer it. And obviously, I say shame you. These are anonymous questions. Also, if you want to submit questions not anonymously, keep doing what we're already doing in the chat right now, and we chill. We're good. Also, shout out to my lurkers out there. If you're out there and you would be willing to drop an emote so we know you're out there, little experiment that we're still doing to see if these lurker chatbot restriction view count things are a thing. If you're a lurker out there, drop an emote one time. If not, that's also cool. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Appreciate you being here. So you want to answer the less than 2 cruise questions? That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Do you want kids in the future? Ooh. I don't know. Is that an honest answer for you? It really is, because I feel like I've oscillated with yes, no for the last like however many years. Glad to be here. Happy you're here, AM. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So I was happy to hear the music for the pad as he ran into the room. Hey, love that. We love trolling. I don't mind trolling. You'll know what I mean when I read out a troll question. You'll see what I mean. Thank you so much, lurkers. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for the messages. But yeah, the reality is I've like switched back and forth on it so many times. Where I'm like, yeah, having a child would be great. And then I'm like, oh no, I don't think I'm ready for that. So it's kind of like that. And like the thing is, thankfully, I'm not in a situation where I feel this way, my partner doesn't feel this way, right? Like Liana is very similar mindset to me. So no one's being hurt in the process. That would be the worst thing. If like one of us really wanted something and the other didn't, that's a clash. That's a problem. Kura! Oh, the voice crack. Kura, they with the primes. Appreciate you. Welcome back for mark number 50. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. I have a question. Finale to GTA Halloween 1. Oh, dear God. You know what, Mandy? When do you want it by? How about that? Let's be honest. When do you want it by? Gosh, what is tonight? Just finished the video about the ethics of having. Oh my God, End Hero. What? So, Astral, how you doing? Welcome in. How far is Ever already on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Would you mean see everyone? Puberty incoming. Wild to say puberty incoming at my big age of 33. I'm visiting with a 3-year-old. It's a lot. Yes, it is. I don't want Gail's VOD to sound spell. Oh my God. Mandy, shit. I remember this now. Okay. All right. How about let's set a latest buy deadline, even though we may have already set that before. But what's the latest buy deadline? You tell me. It'll be up by then. What's up, Cena sucks? Welcome. Oh, you must be happy. Cena's about to retire forever. Welcome in. How you doing? Also, this experiment chat, call me skeptical, but it's working. I feel like the whole like viewbot thing is, I think we're right on it. Sparkly Crowns, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Are we having a thumb conversation tonight? You want to talk about the thumb, the big thumb incident of 2025? I'm down. Will you post more GTA videos after the Halloween ones? Yes, because I said this on Sunday. I think GTA RP is about to become a YouTube exclusive for me. I think I'm about to move on from it on stream just because of the nature of the unpredictability of whether or not there's content. To give you an example, in the last weekend, since Halloween, the news side of RP has significantly slowed down. Just because there's not been a lot of hustle and bustle and news and storyline going on. But that's the stuff I feel like would be the best streams. And I still will stream big events if I know they're coming and we have the time for it to make that happen. But yes, you will be getting stuff beyond Halloween. And you will be getting stuff a little more frequently. Because like for Halloween, for example, I knew it was going to be like a 5-day event, so I didn't post them as they happened. But if I am recording a session, I'm like, oh, this is good, I'll upload it that night. I have no problem with that. Mythical Jade, welcome in. Lala, what's good? Hello. That was such a funny podcast. I couldn't stop laughing listening to you and Bryce. Honestly, I got on that pod. I'll be honest with you, chat. I got on that pod unsure about myself. Like, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to contribute. And like, I genuinely didn't think I was going to contribute much. I was like, this is the Bryce pod. I'll be like a good host. And then hopefully like we put out a good product. I really felt it. I felt the energy that in that podcast as we started recording. Like I was there. I was on it. I was good. I was very happy with it. I'm having so much trouble with all the little Traitors season 4 drop because I need to binge watch it like yesterday. It'll come, RGA fan. And within the first 2 weeks of it premiering, we're going to be through 5 episodes because they're doing 3 episodes for the premiere, 2 episodes for the second week before we go down to 1 episode a week. Since they did Halloween things, I'm feeling they might do things for the holidays maybe. I think so. I feel like, Mandy, what I've heard and seen is that like during like Christmas season, they start putting snow. There's like Santa. There's like Christmas trees. There's a bunch of stuff they add. They could add. I don't know if they will, but I've seen people say that they add stuff like that. The you and Bryce combo is so good. The vibes are excellent. Thank you, generally. Appreciate that. After who's banished with Canada's Traitors, I feel okay waiting for Rob's debut if it goes better than that. Fair jinx. But you killed it. You have me cracking up the whole time. Thank you, Sal. Appreciate that. Rob has to do well on it. I am really hopeful he is. I don't think he does poorly. I don't know how well he will do, though. I have no idea. Like, could he go all the way to finale night? Maybe. Could he go all the way to episode 7? Maybe. Will he go out episode 1? No. I no longer feel he goes out episode 1. And this is a soul read more than anything. Because I am completely unspoiled on the season. No more thumb twists. Bryce seeing those double thumbs killed me. That was so good. I'm only a half hour in, but it seemed like you got into this method. I did generally. I really started feeling it. Do you pray Rob as a traitor or faithful? I 100% would put money on Rob being a faithful to kick things off. Do you think that it's because they didn't want to compete with Survivor 50? Well, not really, because even if 50 started, they would be at the tail end of their season anyway. I think there's a world where they wanted to get more of it out there before the Olympics start, but or like maybe there's like an episode 4 and 5 like connective tissue that they want to keep in. Who knows? The 2 thumbs been on Traitors. It's a look. Maybe cackle. I had to share with my wife too. I'm going on vibes when Rob was glowing after he got back in still. Yes. Like, Mandy, you went to San Fran this past week, right? For the event. Did you interact with him? Did you see him? He looks radiant. Even when he got back and started getting back into podcasts, like the energy was giving positive, right? And like, for all we know, he goes out episode 1, but he had a very positive experience and he's happy no matter what. And that's where I'm at, right? I think he's happy. As long as he's happy, I'm happy for him. That's what matters. Rob's too obvious as a traitor, and I have to imagine he knew that going in, Cena, so I don't think he wanted that anyway. I say that I'll also be screaming in the watch party if Alan taps his shoulder. I will faint. That'll be me being loud and wrong out the gate. I would faint if that happens. Celebrity UK was so good now, if you watch 2 seasons, and we'll be certainly watching for Rob. Joelle, I came in at a good time for the Traitors. Thoughts on Boston Rob and Kate Chastain commenting LNFL games for a show? What? What is this? Can I get a link to this, RGB fan? Confidence. Exactly. He gives confidence. Exactly. As long as he's happy and had a good experience, it's all good. Exactly. He's glowing from becoming Mommy Kelsey's bestie. I'm so keen and excited to find out who he's friends with on this cast. And like who he's beefing with, or does he have a beef? Like stuff like that. Who should we be worried about from the reunion? Like stuff like that I'm very excited about. Mandy, yes, exactly. I can't wait. It's going to be great. Also, let me keep an eye on the form as well while, we're starting to dabble on both sides here. 8 questions in the form. Love that. What's the opposite of standing? Sitting. Okay. Sitting is the opposite of standing. Have you seen the Matt craziness and how weird he's been? If you give me links, we'll look at it right now because I'm not fully well versed right now and I might need a TLDR. But if there's stuff to react to, give me it right now. We'll watch them together. Chat. I'm playing Below the Clock Tower live tomorrow night. I'm terrified. I've never played it and it's a script that I've never heard of before. Ooh, but you've watched a lot, right, Lizzie? You've watched a lot. If it's a script you haven't heard of before, just look at the script ahead of time. And when you say live tomorrow night, do you mean like in person? Who's your Rob beef prediction? Dear God. I don't know. I feel like Rob ain't going to beef anyone publicly. I think he's going to beef everyone behind closed doors. Does that make sense? I think Ian's a traitor and protects him. I feel like if there's any quote unquote CBS gamers in the turret, I think he'll be safe for a little bit. Him and Ian, I think, will work well together. We've come a long way from... remember back in the day when Ian used to be the eviction recap guest every week? All right, this article says, Boston Rob, Heather Gay among unscripted stars to do NFL play-by-play in Peacock's reality hot seat. What? All right, the article stopped loading. Oh, there it goes back. Also, this is my personal PSA, chat. If you are using Google Chrome, it's time to jump off Google Chrome. And I'm saying this as someone who's about to share a Google Chrome screen because they removed uBlock Origin from Google Chrome and it's become an ad nightmare. Everything is ads always. And it's so... I didn't realize how much I was protected from ads until I switched... until they switched off uBlock Origin. All right. Oh, and that's the TikTok? Okay. I'm going to have to copy paste this one. 2 seconds. Thank you, Kellyanne. All right. So Peacock are partnering on a reality team simulcast on December 7th Sunday Night Football matchup between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. The alternative broadcast will stream on Peacock, okay? And NFL Plus, okay? It would be Boston Rob, Heather Gay from The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, TV and podcast hosts Justin Sylvester and Kate Chastain. There we go. The four will deliver play-by-play of the game, but framed as an unscripted event with their takes geared towards reality TV fans. How can one's takes be geared towards reality TV fans? That's the look at this guy. Does it not look like he's part of my stream with this ad? Anyway, how is that going to make sense? But I'm into it because I was going to watch it anyway, kind of thing, you know? So now I'm curious what you're going to do. Oh, dear God. The jump scare. Okay. I just want to give a heads up that if you're watching this on the VOD, you're not going to hear this TikTok. But if you go to Matt Hardiman's TikTok, you'll see it. If that makes sense. All right, let's see what the fuck he's on about. Let's see what, because I know him and Mackenzie broke up, but I don't know the full extent of what people have been saying. Because I've just always assumed that this man has been, you know, wildin'. So. Why is he flexing like that? Anyway. Kellyanne, what is this? What did you just do? Oh, you just sent his current one. You weren't sure what they were referring to. Okay, so this isn't the thing. Okay, well, we... Fuck. I should have read the chat before I opened it. Okay. All right, well, I'm sure I'll get more of the lore in a second here. It's all cool. It's accidental troll is so funny. Yes, I also advocate for Firefox or Brave over Chrome at this point. I just need to move my shit over from Chrome. I use both right now, which is weird, but also Chrome uses the most RAM of any of the browsers. So, all right, let me just catch up with you real quick here. Mama Kelsey for sure, Traitor. I think a lot of us have caught on to that for sure. Lizzie says, I've watched Dwight since he started doing it in person. Okay. Lizzie, have fun. As long as you enjoy yourself, that's what matters. Remember, some of these people are going to be a lot more nervous. Some people are going to be more vocal. But as long as you enjoy yourself, that's what matters more than anything. Do you drink hot chocolate? Yes. It's finally cold enough to make some and add some Baileys. Ooh, a little fun, a little fancy hot chocolate there. I have U-Block Origin Light and it still works. Ooh, what's the difference between light and the regular? Rob is besties with Donna Kelsey. We'll see. Yeah, Brave does a good job and Firefox does a great job also. Firefox can get U Origin regular on it too. If Kate is there, I fear I need to see Kate and Boston Rob. I just want to see what this panel sounds like. Go Chiefs, so says Emma. It'll be about that game? Well, yes. But how do you link it to reality TV? If you go to Matt Hardiman's TikTok, we feel sorry for you because there's so much better content out there. I feel like most will just get it in their algo, if anything. Yeah, no one else sent the link. You are right. Like, do you even take Taylor Swift's soon-to-be mother-in-law if you know she's a traitor? I use Chrome for YouTube Studio when I have to upload, but that's about it. Why specifically Chrome for that and Hero? I blocked him out on TikTok because he's annoying me. I just don't get him in my algorithm, so my life's fine. But yeah, so here's the full gist of what I know, chat, before I'm sure someone else will fill us in and give us some stuff to look at. I know that they broke up. I then know that Quinn did a video or something and like has unfollowed Matt. There was also that one TikTok where Matt Hardiman was talking about semen retention, which I feel like if you chart like delusional reality TV men, the weird ones will always either end up having like a complete crackpot take or then suddenly talk about how they're not coming anymore for like good reason or for like focus or whatever bullshit they're saying. So that's how you know, like, okay, I know you were weird is more weird. So Madam followed Chelsea, Leah, and Quinn first, then Quinn made that video. Interesting. I intentionally did not watch that one. What did you just say about seeing? Was I did not see that one? That's what, and the thing is, I didn't see it. I saw someone talk about it on Blue Sky, and I saw that they had posted a video about it. So Angela's read was right. I mean, the woman snapped off rip. Angela had like a very like rough journey in the Big Brother house, but week 1 she was eating well, you know? All right, what's the next question in the forum? Have you been watching season 2 of Squid Game The Challenge? Lots of RJ folks featured. Would love to hear your winner pick and any other thoughts. I've not watched a single frame of Squid Game season 2 yet. Not that I'm opposed to it. But I have not. It's one of the shows that Leon and I watched together the first season, so I wanted to watch with her. But then, like, it's been so hard to get on the same schedule to watch stuff outside of, like, Survivor, so it's hard. It's been good so far. Well, I think someone in the chat last week said it was better than season 1, which I thought was good praise. I mean, Quinn's probably going to be here soonish. If Quinn raids us, I'm not going to be like, yo, Quinn, tell me this about this math thing. I'm not going to put him on the spot like that, but I'm very curious what happened. I have a YouTube account that I post and another. That is the YouTube premium that you share with your partner. Got you. Out of ease of logins. Got you. Every Matt Harmon fumble makes Angela that more iconic. 100%. When you have time, you should. It's good so far. Yeah, I intend on it. And I've seen that, I've seen some clips though, which is good so far, at least. But yeah, this weekend, I'm catching up with The Amazing Race because I've not watched The Amazing Race since the first week. And I will be joining somebody by the name of Scally to talk about The Amazing Race over on his podcast next week. The one girl from BB Canada. Yeah, someone asked earlier in the chat that I missed talking about Vanessa, but I've not watched any yet. Have you seen the game RV There Yet? I have seen RV There Yet. I've also played it once. I played it last week. No. Was it last week or the week prior? I think it was 2 weeks ago, Saturday. I played it with the news team, the RP news team. We played offline. They're also letting fans vote for one of the players. So yeah, so I saw that the top 5 vote getters will compete in something, and then the winner of that will make it to Squid Games 3 as a second chance. So yeah. Terra Squid Games and Patreon so commentator so good. There we go, Kalita. Yeah. This guy, I'm hearing good things about it, which I feel like the first season had a bit of mixed bag. So if people are very positive about it this time, that's good. That is not the vibe I'm going for. Was she in a good position on BB Can 8? I know. Yeah, no, it was like, what, 3 weeks? She paused it to hop into this stream. Oh, amazing, Kellyanne. Thank you so much. Morgan and Kiana played RV. Sounded like she would try peek if you ask her. Ooh, good to know, Gina. Squid Game is a challenge. The concept just bothers me too much to watch. I mean, it is literally the point of the show being missed and it becoming a reality TV show. But question and plug. Okay. What we plug in? What we asking? We recently opened the Advent Adventures channel in the Discord because people are planning what Advents to get, and then we share them in December. Do you think you'd want to do one again on the stream? Okay. let's look at the schedule real quick. So next weekend, the 21st, the weekend after that, the 28th. Here's what I think. I think, Mandy, we can run an announcement in the Discord. First of all, if you're not in the Discord, chat, do yourself a favor. If you are subscribed or you've received a gift sub, link your Twitch and your Discord together so you can get access to my Discord. You do not have to stay a member. You don't have to stay subscribed to stay in the Discord. It is a one-time only to then get in. That way I battle hate raids and also you can come in and stay in. You don't have to get kicked out or anything. It's a very fun community, very active community. So pull up. Okay, and you get a lot of links to a lot of shows. Okay, and watch parties. All right, cool. But how about this, Mandy? Put an announcement in the Discord this weekend. Let's open. Maybe I'll leave my form open, or we'll make a special form, and we'll have people submit their advent calendar suggestions for Christmas for me in that form. Next week, we will look at those advent calendars. We will either pick one through chat vote, or we like shortlist a bunch and then we run a marble race for them. We'll do something like that, and then I will pick out my advent calendar. And you know what? And Liana's, I'll get one for Liana as well. And we can do that through chat's recommendation. That could be a fun way to do it. So what do you think of that? Is that a good idea, chat? Is that good? Those parties have been great. They got me hooked on Dancing with the Stars. Hell yeah. It's very interesting. So shout out Jordan, who streams Dancing with the Stars and Traitors on Tuesday. So usually what'll happen is they'll watch the first hour of Dancing with the Stars, then they'll switch over to Traitors Canada. That's when we come in and watch that as well. And then they go back to Dancing with the Stars that night. Lori, I said don't troll question, please. Thank you. No, I've not sent anything out yet. We can make a mod form so we can hide them from you. Sounds good, Mandy. Yes, please. That's good. Do you have a price range / cap? Let's say combined $60 maximum combined. So about 30 per is what we're looking at. One for me, one for Liana. Let's say 30 is the absolute cap. And like, it's got to be real good for me to want to put down 30. You know what I mean? It's got to be real good. But again, that's fine. If you're fine with risking me saying no, that's fine. So yeah. Any preferences on things you don't want? No, I think it'll be fun to discuss all the things on stream, whether it's like chocolates or, you know, last year we got the little like chicken nugget thingies. Like either or's fine. All right, next question on the form is next one is actually, funnily enough, a plug for this person. Do you see Quinn's hard launch with his girlfriend? We love her over on, and it's just Quinn's Twitch handle. Every now and Quinn, make sure you follow him. I did see that. I saw that on Blue Sky, actually, of all places. When are you watching the rest of The Mole? I currently do not have any plans to watch any of The Mole. I have watched 3 seasons of The Mole, 2 new era, 1 the first ever, and like I might. I'm right now in a place where I'm not looking for new reality shows to watch. I'm trying to keep up with all the ones that are getting pushed out in real time. If anything, I would want to go and finish the Survivor seasons I've not watched yet, which there's not a lot left now, but there's still like a good 6 seasons I've not watched ever. So, but yeah. GP Eastside, thank you for the 33 months here. Appreciate you. Welcome back in to the Less Than 2 Crew Squad. She's also a Twitch streamer. I did see that, Tomster. That's lovely. Is that how they met? Is that their origins? I hope he's wheelie happy, says Canna Biscuits. Great question, not great answer. Season 2 and 3 of OG are the best. They're actually playing Fortnite on stream together. Amazing. Well, Fortnite this season is full of sweat, so I hope they're not raging too much. Yeah, Tara says OG Mole Season 2 forever. Maybe one day we'll get there. Who knows? Everyone else in the Discord, get your own advent calendar, and we share pics every day of our gifts. Hell yeah, Mandy. Origin Raider, and then oh, lovely. OG Mo season 2 Discord watch party. I feel like we've done this dance before though, where we tried to do a watch party, it didn't happen, or like it got tough. I feel like we've been in this situation before. And maybe this is a thing where like we need to really lock in, because I feel like what happened was for a while, and to be specific, I mean like the official watch parties, being me being there with the watch party, because all the unofficial ones I see are run like the Navy. People are there on time, they're watching the stuff. Like that Survivor, non-spoiler Survivor one that's happening right now is probably the most legit watch party that's gone on in the Discord. But I feel like the ones with me involved, I feel like we've had a few. We used to have some successful ones, and then I think a couple got canceled, and then I feel like they just didn't happen as much. So yeah. It's a great watch party. You can literally 2x speed it. But if we're doing a watch party, I feel like it's weird to 2x speed it, you know? Samantha agrees on a watch party. Yeah, you told us to get a certain amount of people to do it. We got those people, then it didn't happen. To be clear, Red Wings, 2 things. 1, y'all got that didn't happen for like, it took like 3 weeks to get those signatures. That took way too long. So then I was like, I don't feel like this is a commitment. If like we got those signatures that night, it's like, all right, we serious about this, or that weekend even. That being said, I then watched the show anyway. I watched the show without y'all, so it's all good. Hey Jesse, welcome in. So I've been here lately. I've been taking some time off. Oh, no worries at all, Jesse. I hope you are feeling better. Hope you're refreshed, and hope you're back to having fun. There was no deadline set. That's true. That's true, RGA fan. But I made a judgment call, and again, I watched it anyway, like regardless of the signatures at that point. So as far as a watch party goes, I want to start with something small again, just to see if we have that backing to do more. Because I think it's a huge commitment to, you know, weekly stream a show. But it's a smaller commitment to do movies. For a while there, we were going to do 1 movie a month, and that never came to fruition. We never ended up getting the 1 movie a month vibe going. So I feel like if we can successfully do like a movie club for even 3-4 months, I would be like, okay, we got the motion to now do a watch party for a show. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where I'm at right now. I would need proof of concept in a weird way. Sounds good, Lizzie. Have a good night. Good luck with blowing on the clock tower tomorrow. Take care. See you Sunday. The most 10 squares, we could easily do 2 or 3 in a sitting. It's a lot. I don't want to make anyone commit to 3 hours a night to watch it, though. Including myself. I just have my mic on while brushing my teeth with electric toothpaste, so I'm resting. You're good, Cannabis. No worries. No worries. It happens. It happens. We've all had accidental unmutes and mutes, you know? All right, the next question is... Ooh, a few questions about RP. Okay, I got you. What we got? I was recently watching the YouTube videos with the Grin storyline, which, by the way, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, go ahead and do so. You referred to that a few times as a Halloween event. How does that work? Was one of the people who runs the server playing Grin? How do they create an event with the server with everyone doing their own thing? Or was it more of a story you guys cooked up and created your own event? So it's a great question. So I called it a Halloween event because it was clearly a storyline that was wrapped around Halloween. The characters of the Grin and Giggles the Clown were both done by, I believe, staff members of the server who wanted to bring in a little bit of a supernatural element storyline in. As far as who they involved with it, we didn't ask them for anything. It's not like they said, hey, news team, be ready, you're going to be called upon. They bumped into us organically in the server. They roped us into the event as part of it. We kind of became a big part of the storyline, and that wasn't done through planning. Now, there are events that happen in RP sometimes that will have some planning behind the scenes, and I'm sure they must have had some planning behind the scenes of what they wanted to do, but we were not privy to what those plans were at any point. Thoughts on Vinny's most recent proof of life? Is Confucius, is this the unboxing video? Okay, so actually chat, this is, let's be honest, right? Let me put my hands up, be honest with you. I'm not as tapped in as I am during the Big Brother season and the off season. So tell me what's going on, and you can answer. You don't have to answer all of them. You can answer whichever one you are most expert at. what happened in the Vince YouTube video? 1, 2. Why have I seen a lot of people talking about Morgan and Vince in the same sentence again? Like, what happened there? Why the fuck is Tommy Italiano talking about Kelsey, Vince's ex, still? These are some of the things I'm curious about. So you tell me. Are the Cousins characters in a different server? It sounds like you guys have been playing that one a lot more lately, or plan to stream that one at some point. The Cousins are in the same server. A cousin character in response to RP lingo is a different character you have to the character you usually play. I have no intention of playing or streaming the cousin character. I have no intention of recording any of the cousin character's storyline as of right now. The cousin character is Oxford, the criminal. I do not intend on showing that. I low-key don't love that I made a different character. I feel like I wanted to focus on one. So, is it normal for a server to go quiet like the Brazilian RP one has lately, or is that a bad sign? I'm totally new to watching RP, so I don't know what's normal. Oh, honestly, it's not been quiet. So when I say that it's been quiet, slow for news has been quiet, but they've been very on top of things. We actually had a community meeting yesterday. They've been adding a lot of stuff to the server. The server's well run, and like they're constantly updating stuff, which I'm very happy about. It's just that as far as news storyline goes, they've been a little slower. We've not had, and I think that's just natural when you have a big like Halloween event happen, that everything after that's gonna feel a little slower. You know what I mean? All right, let me go back up and see what y'all are saying real quick, chat. Aaron, welcome and hello. I have 2 job interviews next week. Do you have any tips on interviews, public speaking? Back yourself is number 1, which I know sounds simplistic, but really and truly go into that interview believing that this is the job that's meant, like that's yours, and you're just here to, it's like you own the car, you're just here to collect the keys. If you think of it with that mentality, that could be good. I think be attentive to the questions they're asking you, answer them to the best of your abilities, ask a couple of questions later on to show that both you are interested and that you understand what's going on here. But yeah, confidence is key with public speaking. It really is all that there is. So even though you might be like, I don't know, I'm underqualified, or I don't know if if you act like it's your car and you're here to collect the keys, they will give you the keys. That's kind of what I think about, you know? Excellent question that I'd also like to hear the answers to. Emma, you and I, same boat. Vince followed Morgan. What, on socials or something? Beavered me out this season. I couldn't even get through one deep dive. Kalita, that's me. Samesies. I still keep laughing about the serious meeting with Grin that ended with him not knowing where to throw his cup of coffee. That was amazing. It's been incredible to watch the mole face off between Pooya and RGvan over the past 2+ years, both calmly holding their own unstoppable force versus a movable object. It's been more than 2 years. I think it's been a 4-year saga. Straight up. I think. Thanks for answering all my RP questions. Of course, Jen. Of course. If you have any more clarifying questions, please put them back in the form. That's no problem. Or, ask him here. I couldn't answer most of the questions either. Fair. Do you think Kevin Jacobs could get a spot House of Villains season 4? No, I don't think so. I don't think House of Villains is looking at Canada, if that makes sense. GTA question, are the dogs RP characters? Yes, they are not NPCs. Every dog, not every dog you see in the server, but every dog that's like with like if there's a dog with the EMS team or a dog with the police, those are people playing those dogs. Absolutely. I like to think about what traits I want to show the interviewer, and I write down examples of times I've showed each one. Then when they ask me, tell me about a time when I have those in my mind. That's a good point, Jen. A little prepping, not a bad idea. Yeah, Jinx says this about the same. Also try to think of questions they'll ask and come up with answers. Give concrete examples. Look up, ask a manager for some advice too. Ask a manager being a resource, I imagine, Jinx. Recruit a news dog. We need that. Ain't no way they're gonna give us a news dog. Someone would have to commit to being with the news team the whole time, which would be interesting. To 4 wonderful years and 4 more, RHE fan, and 4 more. Oh my god. I've been enjoying watching your streams in Case. Thanks for introducing us to her. Kay is awesome. Kay is absolutely awesome. Kay is the person who plays Gale on the news team. But yeah, myself, Gale, and Percy made criminal characters that we've been rolling with for a little bit now too. Was checking out the Traitors US application. Do you think it has more pull if you'd say you'd rather be a traitor or a faithful? I assume the why is the real deciding factor, but I'm curious, do you think they actually lean towards people who want to be traitors more? I feel like saying you want to be a traitor shows more drama. I think that, honestly, I think saying you want to be a traitor, like, I think you got to remember that thousands of people are applying, if not more, and they're all going to say something similar to a certain degree. They're either going to say, I want to be a traitor because they wouldn't see me coming, or I want to be a traitor because I want to scheme and plot. I want to be a traitor because I can, I want to murder everybody. Like, they'll say stuff like that. I think as far as like which one you pick can dictate your likelihood of getting on, I don't think so. I think mostly just your story, your video, your photo, and then the role you want to play really can come into it, I think. Because I truly think you look at any Traitors cast, there's clearly people there that were brought on to be traitors. There's clearly people there that were brought on that want to be traitors, but they knew they were not giving traitors roles to. And then there's people that come on who clearly do not want anything to do with being a traitor and want to be faithful. Like, you have all of them. You have all the rainbow. So and I think Emma's honestly on point, is that if you're being cast, you have traitor potential, where if they bring you on, like if there's a cast of 24, 20 of them could be traitors at any point. 4 of them are never going to be traitors, kind of thing. Devil in Me this week? I doubt it. Oh, yeah, about the criminal news crew? Yes, we made criminals so we could do crime, because we don't want to have criminal records with our civilian reporter characters. Part of me feels like they have the traitors picked before they enter the manor or castle. I think that's fair. Asfer feels very much like brought on but never was going to make him a traitor, but also came on with the intention of being a traitor. You know what I mean? Loved the Traitors is a look pod. Hell yeah, thank you so much. You and Bryce have great pod chemistry. Thank you. Getting super hyped for Traitors US. Same. That brought me back into the hype for it. Also, I had a meeting today. I'm beginning to organize / get all the ducks in a row for the Traitors character profiles, aka the Traitors preseason deep dives into who these people are before the season begins. We're starting to get the ball rolling on that. Can you rank your top 10 or 20 games you have played on stream? Let me see if I can access all the games I've played on stream. If I can do that, then yes, let's answer it. Let me see. Okay, so I have played a total of 49 games on stream. Let's go here. I'm going to add it. I'm going to share that browser screen with you for this one, chat. I've only seen the US franchise, but I'd love to see more traitors that hate being traitors and wish they were faithful. Something about that moral conflict seems interesting. I agree with you, Gerard. That's why my argument was, if you run out of traitors, you don't need to force someone else into the turret, or you don't need, like, you know how like they always have to have a recruitment if there's like, if they're running out of traitors. I'm like, hey, if all the traitors leave by like episode 5 or 6, I like the idea of you just make these people dog eat dog it. Like, why not? I know the game's kind of gone at that point a little bit, but fuck it. Or like specifically the end game, right? If like a traitor goes out of final 6, I don't want a random person getting put in the turret at final 5. I feel like that's kind of ridiculous, right? At that point, let them just murder each other until the game's over. Because now, guess what? They're going to still kill each other anyway. Someone's going to do it. And nice people on the show previously have said they didn't want to be traitors, but they were celeb recruits, so that process was different. Right. Except for traitor scene? Yeah, same. You should have Nicole on Rob's profile. Jen, if you only knew what the cast looked like. The cast of coverage, I mean. If you have some Basher people, the Basher and Retrospect podcast people are amazing. I'm kind of cooking on it right now. My favorite was the Korean Only Up. Have you ever looked up the ending of Vaudeville? I have not, because I don't want to find that out in the event that I do one day finish it or do it, but I don't know if I'm going to do that, so maybe I should just look it up. You do not like endgame recruits? That's what I'm saying. I kind of like it, but how would they handle murders? Or probably that only works after. So yeah, for example, usually at Final 5, there's no more murders, right? So it's like, for example, that way. Or there's no murder and they can be like, oh my God, they recruited. And let them spin a little bit. Okay, so let's switch over for me to show you this website. So all the games I have played, and it's, what is this put in? Is this put in order of stream hours? I think so, yes. Okay, so Balatro, I've played 0.3 hours. Honestly, that's 0.3 too many. I never connected with Balatro. It was never the game for me. Never the game for me. Mario Kart Double Dash, love it. Hitman, love it. Spy Party was fun also. Jackbox, quite frankly, I'm surprised. I feel like we've done more than this much Jackbox, but it is what it is. Scriblio, we've had a lot of fun doing this. Battleship was good for the game me and Liana played. GeoGuessr is fun. Cyberpunk, I tried it on stream 15th of December 2020, and then I never played it again, and I own the game still. I've just never tried it since. But you agree the Faithful Defenses would be so passionate? Yes, exactly, Jar. That'd be good. You're going to want Boston Rob does a podcast about Rob's sisters to see the tables turn? I will try and get him on as a guest if we can. Emily is Away and Emily is Away 2 were both phenomenal games. We had a good time playing those. GeoGuessr, we've already talked about. Drawy, which was kind of it was like a stream game, right? Where I would draw and then y'all would have to guess what it is. Words on Stream. We've had that on for like moments where I'm away from screen, but that doesn't happen often with me. Mario Party 4, love it. This was one of the early games I played on stream with Liana. Raid Shadow Legends, who will ever forget the sponsored deal we got to play Raid Shadow Legends on stream? It was a one time that I did, and I'll be honest with you, it's been 3 years. You know, it's allowed. I'll tell you, I did it for the money. It was good money. And like, because it was only 2 hours, I thought we can do this and I feel fine. Because the sponsorship deals I don't take are the ones where they offer it to me and they're like, okay, you have to get people to sign up and you have to get people to play it, because I'm not going to make y'all play a mobile game that I don't even want to play either. I'm not doing that shit. So I didn't take those. Super Mario Party Jamboree, we've played, we love, we just don't play enough, I feel like. Overcooked, we played for Double Date Night. Dream Daddy, we played for the Hype Challenge. Tricky Towers, we played for Double Date Night. They're counting art as a category. That's when we did the drawing of Liana. That was a good time. Mario Party 6, I think that was with the mods, good time. The Devil in Me, that's the game me and Liana are currently playing. The Placid Duck, I'm surprised by. Only 3 hours. I feel like we've done more, but that's fine. Split Fiction, the game that honestly Liana and I weren't feeling it by. That's why it kind of fell off. We didn't go back to it. Hey, Soja, welcome in. You came in the Watch Streak Alive. Love that. Thank you so much. Have you played A Little to the Left, or is that too cozy of a game? I've never heard of A Little to the Left, Kellyanne. That's my truth. We did Cyberpunk, yeah, was just hella glitchy. Hella glitchy. It was laggy. It was the first like couple of weeks that it was out too. So there was a lot of bugs. Bring back Dream Daddy. I feel like we need to remember what we did, but I think the save should still be there. It's currently at 12. Fuck yeah. Mario Party 7. Again, I think this was either a mod game or with a Liana game. I don't remember which one. Resident Evil 7. This was the most terrifying game I've attempted on stream. Quite frankly, I'm surprised we did 5 hours of this shit. Cult of the Lamb was a very fun time and place. We did about 5 hours of that. House of Ashes we did last year. I loved House of Ashes. Y'all know this. Super Mario Sunshine was my first real attempt at, hey, I'm going to do a gaming stream where I'm just going to play a game and chat with y'all. And not only did that not really hit, I felt like it was okay. I felt like I got stuck in a moment and I couldn't figure it out. It was frustrating and I didn't want to do it again. The interview with the most recent banished person was amazing. Thank you, Soja. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know how we got 5. I think we got 5 hours because I was like, people loved it. I kind of don't want to leave them hanging. Liana's willing to like be there with me. So let's maybe do it. Minecraft. This was a very fun, like 2 streams Liana and I did together where we had a little server that we played. It was fun. Portal 2, I finished with Terran. Survivor Castaway Island was the game that we played, the Survivor game we played. I did make the final to my first game, but we lost, so that was fine. Vaudeville, you already know this one. We did this very recently again. Mario Kart, we've done a bunch of sessions of that. The Quarry was about 9 hours. Damn, amazing. Great game. Fortnite being 9 hours is kind of nuts considering I think I played Fortnite a total of what, twice or thrice on stream. So, this is from the Mario Party 7, maybe. I don't think so, Mandy, because I only did Mario Party like with Corey, Dwight, and Brando once, and it was Jamboree. Chuck, you didn't delete Resident Evil so you don't get triggered seeing it. I did. This is not on Steam. This is a website that tracks all your like Twitch stuff. That's why the game was awful. It really was. Let's see. Gardic Phone. A lot of people loved when we would do Gardic Phone after Goose Goose. So was that. GTA 5, 16 hours. This is all this year. We had never opened GTA 5 on stream before. Only Up, 22 hours. A great moment in time. That was, I think, my most successful solo gaming game. Only Up. Because I think at this point, fair to say that, you know, through 5 years of streaming, I'm more known for, I'm a variety streamer, obviously, but I think the thing I'm most known for is chatting, right? Just chatting, number one. Then it's Goose Goose or collab gaming. So like Peak, Goose Goose, Mario Party, multiplayer Sims, then solo gaming. So it's not something that a lot of people come to me for the solo gaming, but we had a good time with that. Only Up has now already been passed by Peak that we've played 22 hours of this year. Raft, I'm surprised Raft's only 24 hours. Raft feels like it was a long time, but 24 hours is also a long time. Let's not forget. To be clear, from Peak onwards, these are my top 10 most streamed categories. So, my hot tubbing? Wow, Brayden, really? Raft was a moment in time. It really was. Then Sims 4, we've done this a lot through the single player stuff, but also multiplayer attempts we've done with that as well, which was a good time. Pummel Party getting about 26 hours makes sense. It's kind of the Mario Party for PC that we did. Blood of the Clock Tower, I have played way more than 30 hours of, but I've streamed 30 hours of only. The last Blood of the Clock Tower stream was actually over a year ago, June 1st, 2024. Somebody loves the Raptor come back and y'all need to do easy mode to not lose your resources. What would we need to do to get that moment back? That'd be interesting. Marbles on stream. 60 hours of my streaming career have been on Marbles on stream. 113 of them on Fall Guys. We've spammed a lot of Fall Guys in the early goings of the stream. Last time being about a year ago. I don't recall if this was a tournament or was this... I don't remember what the occasion was for this. When you tried to restart, you did normal mode, and I don't blame you all for giving up after that. Yeah, we were like, nah, we ain't doing this. That's also behind mine because we did marbles last week. You're right. Oh, maybe it's because we didn't switch genres, Tomster. Because if you don't switch categories on stream, it will not recognize it as a switch up. Among Us, we did for 289. Among Us being on the podium feels right. I believe the last time we did Among Us was the Dan Clancy stream, where we played Among Us with the CEO of Twitch, which is still a wild phenomenon that did happen. And then Goose Goose being 855, as I said, Just Chatting being number 1. So like the first solo game here would be Only Up at 11. Everything in the top 10 and up is a collab stream or me talking to y'all or just talking, period. So you should replay only up. I feel like, does it have replayability? I don't think it does. I really don't. But yeah, this was a fun little journey through time. Oh, can I tell you how I knew the lurker thing was real, actually? So this is a resource I do use to monitor analytics and stuff. It's called twitchtracker.com. So if you go to my overview here, it shows you kind of like all the things you have, my biggest stream ever, hour stream, stuff like that. But this chart is what can tell you how you're doing. So typically up until here, right? My averages have been about the same. I'm blessed with being able to consistently stay about the same, even during off-season Big Brother stuff. This is how it was last month to September. That is the worst month we've done since September 2020, which I don't think we did a bad month. That's how I knew. I was like, everything's the exact same. Everything feels the exact same. What's happening? What went down? Something's amiss. But yeah. Why is it saying live stream Goose Goose? Oh, this is the last stream, not this stream. Right? My category, I'm not on Goose Goose, am I? No. All right. When is our next 12-hour stream? When was our last 12-hour stream? Was that during the was that when we did the hype challenge remainders that remained last year? You know what? That's probably what was when we streamed Fall Guys, potentially. I think a nice 24-hour stream with a Fortnite section would fix all. Why would that fix anything? Why would that fix it? What would that fix? What would that fix? What would that fix? Actually, yeah. All right. What's in the form? There were 13 straight hours of streaming in the Discord on Sunday. What? Not a question, just a comment since we were talking about web browsers. Okay. Wanted folks to know about the search engine called Ecosia, Ecosia. Ecosia, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Ecosia. They are a certified B Corp and use 80% of the income generated by search ads to plant trees. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for that. Chat, search engine called Ecosia, Ecosia. Give it a check. Tell me your thoughts on Izzy's last Amazing Race episode. I'm catching up this weekend because I'm talking about it next week. I'm thinking about adopting some kittens next year. How about some name suggestions for two brothers or a brother and sister? Do you think it's better to wait to see their personality first? I'm of the mind that you cannot name. Yeah, I think you have to meet the cats. You have to see the cats and interact with the cats before you make the pick on the names. Because I think you could pick like this is a fun sibling name, and then they do not match those names at all. So yeah. Oh, there you go. Gerard uses Ecosia and also vouches for it. Amazing. When someone is streaming in a VC now, Discord has a timer that counts it up. Yes, that I did know. Mine are Loki and Thor, but Loki is female. Hell yeah, Kalita. Can you name every new era second juror? Okay, ready, go, answers the next one. Shit. Let me tell you this, probably not. Okay. So this year, obviously, spoiler alert for this week's Survivor, but it's I'm just gonna tell you it's MC. Last season was 48, and on 48 it was shit. I had her in the draft, I'm pretty sure. What the fuck is your name? No, you know what? It wasn't her. It was that chocolate milk drinking ass motherfucker. What was his name? David? David. And then 47 was... Okay, so not Sierra. She was first juror. Second juror was... Saul. It's Saul. Then we go to 45. And 45 was Kelly. What the hell, guys? Because I think Kelly went out, then Kendra, I believe. Not the other way around. Anyway, that's what we're going to lock in. 44 was... It was not Matt Blankenship. I think he was the first juror. Who was the second? Oh, Kane. Yeah? Let's go Kane. That's fine. 43 was... Shit. What's her name? Janine? Was that her name, or am I completely picturing the person but not naming them? And am I wrong either way? We're going to lock that. Fuck it. We'll lock that in. 42 was Tori. 41 was... Who was 41? Shit. 41 was... Who was the first juror 41? Shit, that one I'm blanking on. Now I'm just trying to remember names of people that I think would have been middle of the pile to guess, but 41's always going to be the weak spot. Nasir. I'm going to say Nasir. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. It was not David. He was third. Great. Oh, yeah. The answers are in the next form. Actually, yeah, there we go. Nasir Roxroy. Okay, we got one right, one wrong. James, 2 wrong. Brandon, 3 wrong. Kelly, 2 right. Tevin, shit. Saul, 3 right. Chrissy, I got 3 right out of the whole fucking new era. Great. Great. Ginny was first. Kane was third. Tori was third. Okay. The good news is they're all around that area. So we kind of nailed it in that regard. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that. That's good enough for me, chat. And we got 4 right out of 9. So that's not bad. Could have been worse. Understand if you can't say, but are there any thoughts about doing RHAP Traitors, RJ Faithful this year, or can that not happen with Rob on this season? What I would say is what you got this summer with the Mafia game, maybe the direct substitute for the moment. If you enjoyed Mafia, good, because that was the plan. But there will not be an RHAP Traitors this winter. That I can tell you. And I think everyone knows, like, for obvious reasons, you know? And again, as always, chat, digital NDA here. I share things with y'all because I trust y'all. And I want to be open with you. That was a fun time? Yeah. It was basically Traitors formatted for the most part, you know? Someone actually asked the question by replying to my form. They said, is there anyone from Survivor 49 that you'd like to see, or replying to my post on Blue Sky, is there anyone from Survivor 49 that you'd like to see on the Traitors, and or anyone you think would do well on it? From 49, there's so many. I would love to see Sage. I would love to see Savannah. I would love to see Sophie. Either Sophie, to be clear. I think both would be banger on there. And browsing through my thoughts. I could name a lot more, but I'm just going to give you 4. What has been your favorite movie so far this year? I really need to do better with, like, doing a letterboxd or something where I can note down all the movies I saw. Oh my God. Can I tell you what movie was god awful garbage that I saw this year? So usually every now and then I'll get a recommendation on TikTok that I'll watch or check out. And I'm like, oh, that was good. That worked for me. I got a recommendation for this movie called, I want to say it was called The Loft. It was Wentworth Miller, Eric Stone Street, James Marsden, and like it sounded like it was gonna be a suspense thriller, a little bit of like whodunit-ish vibes. And I was like, this sounds like a movie up my alley. I watched it, and I wish I could take back the hour and a half, 2 hours I gave to this goddamn movie. It was so bad. The good news is I was doing some grinding stuff on RP, meaning I was just kind of quietly playing my game. So I had something else going on. But my God, what a dog shit movie that was. It was so bad. I was so disappointed in my algorithm. My algorithm has never disappointed me like that. So no, I don't mean like whodunit the show. I mean like a whodunit. New movies I've seen this year, I think it's limited. I've seen The New Naked Gun. I saw Freaky Friday. I wanted to watch Sinners. I never ended up going to the movie theater for it, and I have not watched it yet. I actually don't think I've watched that many new movies, chat. I've rewatched most of the Harry Potter series this year. I've watched some of the Avengers movies back this year. One Battle After Another, I've not watched that either. Yeah, sounds like there were a lot of good movies. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's a lot of good movies. I just didn't watch a lot of them. Except for the new Knives Out movie. When is that coming out, respawning? Because that I will watch. Is that the right place, chat? Is that the right place to keep track of movies? Is Letterboxd the move? Letterboxd is the move? Okay. I'll make an account. Because I would like to keep up with and watch some shit and like rate them as I watch just to remember what I thought about it a little bit. I don't know. Don't even need to fucking write a thing. Just like do a rating. All right. I'll set that up. All right. And catching, oh, do you see the new Vinny's new YouTube video? I have not. Is it worth the watch, chat? Is there anybody from this season of Survivor 49 that you'll be sending out Goose Goose invitation to? If so, potentially who? There's a lot of them I would love to have on. I think Sage would be one I would want to reach out to. I think Joanna is someone we can get. I think Rizgod's someone we can get. I would love if Sophie would do it. Again, either Sophie would love that. I think what I need to do, chat, and I need to talk to Dwight about this first. I need to, because there's a lot of seasons that I wouldn't say we stopped inviting people, or I say we, I mean me. I just kind of stopped contacting new people for a little bit there. Life got busy. I stopped reaching out. That's on me. Natty Dubs, thank you so much. Checking in for the lurkage. I appreciate that. And thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate you. Welcome back in for month number 29. Thank you so much. I need to talk to Dwight because I know he's tapped in. Obviously, he's a Survivor player as much as we joke with him about it. And he hosts games as well. Talk to him and get a feeler of like, hey, who do you think would be down to play? Who do you think would pull up to do this? I love Is Young Goose Goose. I think we've had Is Young Goose Goose, if I'm not mistaken. Or have we not? Did I make that up in my mind? I may have made it up in my mind. We're in a watch party of an old cult show and gather the troops. Are these shows that you're saying, Emma, or movies? Or are you saying we should watch an old cult show and get everybody together to do it? It could go either way. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I would like to see some, check some people from 46, 47, 48, and 49 would love. You would remember fangirling about Is Young Goose Goose? That's fair. That's fair. I feel like we've at least, you know what? I can tell based on my messages with Ew, God, what the fuck? Bro, I don't log into X or fuck it. We're going to keep calling it Twitter. Twitter? Did they change messaging to something called chat now? Are you joking me? I can't even fucking open it. I'm just going to look it up on my phone. Hold on. Let me see if is Izzy still on or did Izzy leave Twitter? Which fair? Oh no, there's Izzy. Okay, we've not ever DM'd. I don't think I've had Izzy on Goose Goose. I think Morgan and Kiana will be possible since they've streamed games together now. Yes. And as Lala says, Morgan has said in some point she's down. Also, Morgan followed me back on Sunday on Twitter. So I definitely think the when the doors open there for me to reach out. And I think I'm down to do so. I want to give her more time than like an impromptu messaging her tonight type shit. So maybe for next week I'll hit her up. We'll see. No promises. No promises. Did I see Celebrity UK's coming to Peacock on Thursday? I did hear about this. I'm happy because quite frankly, people need to watch it. So if you've been waiting for it to come on Peacock to watch it, this is your moment. This is your opportunity. Give it a check. You're not going to regret it. Izzy and Paige, I think we can make that happen. Vince is coming out of his cocoon a little so you could get him eventually. We'll see. We'll see. I think without saying more, I think that if you look at the way I make my lobbies, I try and make sure there's no conflict in them. So and by that I mean I make it in a way where I know people aren't going to clash and cause friction. Because if you ever find friction on Goose Goose, you don't know what's happening, because if you're watching my POV, I will deafen when I feel like there's a little tension out there, because I don't want any of that like being out on our side. I don't want it to be like, I don't want anyone to feel any type of way. Ooh, Mandy. I don't know who this is, but I will look them up. Clark. You're never on Goose Goose, you work all the time. But yeah. Have you been watching Squid Game The Challenge? Not yet. Not yet. I mentioned earlier. Haven't gotten around to it. Especially with the podcast and stuff happening right now. Like, you'd never invite Izzy and Jag to the same... Right. Or like, I wouldn't invite two people who I might know they will clash, because I've heard stuff that one has said about the other type shit, I'd be like, nah, this ain't gonna work. We can't do that. Does it mean I can't invite them? No. It just means that there's a world where, like, if I invite one, I won't invite the other type of thing. So this was like, and like, it's become a little bit easier because it's, again, I've not been reaching out to new people all that much. But there was a time during the early to mid Goose Goose era where I had to legitimately make tough choices like that. Of like, so I'm inviting this person. That means I have to leave this person out of my invite list. Like, I just can't be inviting them to this one. So, I don't think I've noticed any friction in your lobbies. Are there any examples? No, there's not really been any examples of like proper friction, or like people actively having, like, and I say the word beef more than what we joke about during the lobbies. Oh, Pooya and Amon have beef. More than that, we've not really had that. There's been some heated moments for sure in the 230 sessions we've done. There have been a lot of instances of a little bit more heat, a little bit of like frustration. I've certainly been a part of one or two of those moments. Other people have been part of one or two of those moments. I think there have been people that have left the sessions before because they felt heated or they felt upset. And then they came back the next week, easy peasy, we moved on, everything's fine. So things change. Things do change. But also in the moment, there have been moments where I have deafened straight up because I'm like, this is a little yelly and I don't feel like I don't want it to become a bigger thing. So, like, I've certainly been irritated at some of the comments the players make in the game, or they're frustrated that I like lied, and I'm like, well, of course I lied. Or I'm a little bit frustrated because I died early, and then someone makes a comment, and I'm like, all right, I'm not taking this. I'm not gonna respond to that. So it's more so that than the other way around. There have been instances. So why is this backwards? There have been instances of some people who have said, I will not play if blank is there. And I've said, okay, I can honor that. I've asked you, I've not asked this person. You're fine. So Pooya never lies on Goose Goose. He never screams on stream either. I lie on Goose Goose for the fun of it. Any recent cat picks? Yes. Chat, what have you thought of the music tonight? Has it been mellow or no? There's the baby Pearl, cuddled up real nice. There's the baby Pearl mad. There's the baby Pearl furious. I'm trying to see if I have a new photo of Clam for you. I do have a new photo of Clam for you. Here's Clam being big silly on the Persian rug. What did you do to make baby mad? Believe it or not, those were me taking photos of her while I'm doing the goddamn pal with Liana. So we're on pod when she's making all these faces at us. Like, what the fuck did I do to you for you to look at me like this? What did I do to you? Nothing. Oh my God, Scally! Scally said I'm an empanada mama. We went and they have security now. Wow. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, first of all, Scally, hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good night, man. So for those of you who don't know, Scally and I went to Empanada Mama, not this past RHAP event, last year's RHAP event. We went to Empanada Mama's after I think the Tuesday night or the Wednesday, one of the nights. And I went to the bathroom and like I had drank a lot, so I was faded. I went to the bathroom. I came out of the bathroom and there was a person on the floor. There was like some blood on the floor, not on like on the person, but like to the side. And like there was like I was just confused. And then he's like, "Yeah, a whole brawl broke out, and the cops were here, and they escorted them out." And I was like, "How long was I in there that a full brawl broke out while I was in the bathroom? I couldn't have been there more than I thought more than a minute. I genuinely thought I peed and came back out, you know." But yeah. Can we call her Pearly Girly? You can absolutely call her Pearly Girly. Yes, Emma. Crochet Princess, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Your second ever Friday night. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. It's mellow. Good. I didn't know there were some people playing conditions. Yeah, some people just, again, they recognize that they're not going to gel well with somebody. So they'll tell me, hey, if this person's playing, I would like to not play. Or they'll even preface by like, I'll still play, but like just a heads up, I might be a little bit, you know. And like people trust me with sharing this stuff because I won't ever share it with anybody else. But at the end of the day, I also have told them all I want a safe space where I can make sure they all have fun. And if they feel like they're not going to have fun or they're not going to feel comfy, they let me know so I can make sure that I don't put them in that condition, you know. This guy's a subscriber now, so he has to play Marvs. Yes, thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for giving us up to Scally, making sure he's part of the crew. One more month here. Appreciate it. All right, next question in the form is, I feel like I'm on an island But let me just read ahead to make sure there's no like spoilers or anything here. Okay, I feel like I'm on an island with this take, but I can't get on the Savannah train. From what I've seen online, people seem to really like her. Normally, I love a dominant, confident female player, but there's something about Savannah's nature that I don't jive with. There's an ego and an insensitivity that I'm not a fan of. I'd love to see Sage take her out. Am I the only one? I don't think you're the only one, probably. I don't think you play... I don't think you're on an island with this one. But I also do not agree with, like, I'm on the other side of your take, right? But this also goes back to the whole like conversation about, can you have a villain in this day and age on these shows? And part of me thinks we like, no. I've not found Savannah to be like insensitive like that. But I like both Sage and I like Savannah as well. I actually really like the unapologetic nature that Savannah has playing this game. And like has had it from the beginning. So I don't know, but again, I don't think you are on an island. I think there's like other people who also feel this way. You know what I mean? Do people say they won't play with AJ because he is too serious with the game? Are you memeing with that? I missed a good combo. Hey, Crochet Princess, let me know if you want to catch up. I'll let you know. Can't confirm my boss is very anti-Savannah, which has made fun workplace chat since I'm a stan. That's so funny. AJ's so funny. He's my favorite. Phil and Grace for playing Goose Goose. Or GGG. I don't know what the third G is. This is opposite for me. I don't like Sage. I'm getting sick of her playing the victim. Savannah isn't really being a villain, in my opinion. I agree, but I think in this climate, Savannah is, right? Just like in Traitors Canada, Kevin is the villain, even though I don't really think there's a lot of villainous behavior there. I didn't love her for the first part of the game, but to this past episode warmed me up to her a lot. I think this episode kind of does humanize her to some people, for sure. For sure. Savannah's villain by new era standards. Correct. Yes. I didn't, yeah, I think so. By this era standards, yes. I don't think Savannah makes it to the shortlist for heroes villains the first go around. The one true variety villain, Shoelaces. Oh my god. Let's have a villain off. New versus old era villains. Name your new era villains right now in the chat. Tell me some new era villain that you're like, that's a villain. Because I'm curious who we would put on that new era villain tribe. Because let's just assume the old era villain is that old era villain tribe already. Oh, Crochet Princess, that's sick. My big cousin was watching your YouTube Among Us 18 today. Then he went to play Among Us. That's amazing. I'm very happy that those videos are up there and people are still watching them, enjoying them after the fact. So thank you for sharing that, Crochet. Appreciate that. Possibly a hot take. I don't know how many old era villains I need to see back. I also don't think that's a bad take either. I think that there's some of them that have the charisma and the understanding of, I'm going to play the game unapologetically, and I love that. But then there's just being vile. And I'm like, do I need to see you be vile for the sake of being vile? Because I think this is the problem. When someone is touted as a villain on these shows, like some of these people that get told they're villains will come back to the show and just be a terror for the sake of keeping up with that villain like title. And I don't care for that. It feels very like fake. I watched it a few years ago. Can I do with Jeff's obsession with making everyone have some redemption story? It's gotten better, I think, Emma. Because I think the first couple of years of the new era, it was unbearable. It was literally like every cutscene was a sob story. And I say sob story, I feel insensitive saying that because these are real people ultimately, and I've met a lot of them. But it's like, why don't we see the game? Anyway, they've gotten better now. But even still, we still get that more than we used to. Have you talked about Squid Game yet? Or are you caught up? Thoughts? I'm not caught up yet. I'm on 0 episodes watched. If y'all really want, I will try and catch up by next weekend and we can talk about it then. How about that? I think I can make that happen. I can barely remember New Era seasons. I remember them quite decently, or I remember the contestants quite decently because I meet a lot of them now. But as far as the show itself, I think every show I've gotten worse at. I'm glad they did Savannah's story this week instead of episode 1, because if it was episode 1, I wouldn't care much. You would forget it, Tom, right? You would forget it. I mean, like, she's at a somewhat villainous edit, let's say. Getting this now means more than if we got that edit episode 1 and then she is quote unquote a villain after. Mini game. You have to make a fan cam right now. What song are you choosing and what reality TV person is starring in it? I think the reality TV person that's starring in it has to be Rob. What song would I pick for Rob? For Rob's fan cam? That's a good question. The thing is, I don't know a lot about fan cam music. This was the first time Savannah really felt at the bottom to justify a story about adversity. Right. Agreed, Gerard. It would have not fit otherwise. And I think that was the issue in the early era for me. It was literally, there's no reason for this story to be here at all. Like, this Savannah story makes sense here completely, to your point, for that reason. Whereas before, it wouldn't have made any lick of sense for it to be there. So... it's funny. I remember very vividly being like, bro, I think people are being too hard on the new era. I don't care. Like, I'm still enjoying it. It ain't the same, but that's fine. We still have we have Australian Survivor. That's fine. But, and I don't know what it is about these last two seasons specifically. I've started souring on it. I'll admit it. I've started souring on it a little bit. I think the casting is great. I love a lot of the new era people. I just so vehemently disagree with Jeff Probst. I disagree with what he deems to matter. I disagree with the way he formats this. I think the way he tried so hard to have that one episode of season 48 win an Emmy and it didn't. And like, I disagree with some of the way they casted 50. I disagree with the fact that no matter what, they keep trying to bring back Split Tribal. No matter what, they keep trying to bring back goddamn 3 tribes. Why are you allergic to 2 tribes? Why are you allergic? Like, and it's, you know what it feels like to me? You know what bothers me more? What bothers me is that I think Jeff now has given me enough sample size this past like new era decade, basically. And by decade, I mean 10 seasons, not a whole 10 years. I feel like Jeff would rather never admit that he was wrong. You know? I think he just does not want to admit fault, admit being wrong. I think he was like, nope, 26 days is just as hard as 39. And I will not hear otherwise. And it's like, but it's not though. Nope, it is. You know why? They don't get Flint. Well, give them Flint. We don't give a fuck we don't care if it's not hard. Give them the elements we want to see them play. Nope, they have to earn it by being birthed into the game, by jumping in this mud. But why? Okay, but at least you like feed them well, right? With the rewards and shit. Nope, we're going to make the rewards fruit now. But that is not really nope, it is. We are going to make the reward something that doesn't exist, but we're going to make it sound like it does. What exactly did he say this week? I think Brandon Donlin clipped it for the social media page, the RGB page. He called it a do-it-yourself day of deli sandwiches. What in the fuck is that? That's not even a fucking thing. And that's the best thing they've had so far. Like, Jeff's involvement, and specifically their insistence to do it this way, is what bothers me more than anything. Like, I stomached it when they were like, we're sticking to Fiji now. I was like, you know what? That's fine. I miss the locations. I miss the theming. But as long as shit's still dynamic, that's cool. But then it stopped being just, we're going to keep spamming Fiji. It became, we're going to keep spamming the same formula. Unapologetically. And it's just that's the unfortunate part for me, because I just feel like you could so easily change a little bit. I think that there are people out there who will say Survivor is the better game than Traitors, and I don't disagree. Traitors as a game format has its flaws. It has a lot more luck in it than any other game, and it has a lot more of a skew towards one side than another than most of the games we watch. That's fine. But what you cannot deny about the Traitors, and this goes for almost any Traitors franchise, the Traitors is constantly and willing to shift things around, add new elements, test things out, and then get the feedback on it, see how it worked, and then change it up and try again. I think that's what we want. I think that's why the Traitors is flourishing. I think that's why the Traitors is gaining traction, gaining popularity. One of the reasons being that, of course, then there is the funness and then the casting and all that. But I think that for me is what makes me love it even more. But then you've got like Big Brother, who, you know, we would like equitable comps. And it took us how many years of yelling that to get some semblance of that? But then it's still a lot more comp heavy. Survivor, it's like, bro, just give us 2 tribes of fucking 9. Just once, give us 2 tribes of 9. And then hell, give us 2 tribes of 9 for like 3 episodes, and then fucking shove us into 3 tribes if you want for a little bit. Do that if you want. Swap them around a little bit, kind of jumble the shit, shake it up a little bit. They're like, nope, we're gonna do it 3 tribes of 6. So that's, I think, and I think maybe that's what it is, right? It's like seeing more and more of the Traitors franchises being willing to try some new stuff. I'm like, why are you so incapable of change? Like, and it's funny because in a way, it can speak to society where, you know, I'll give you an example of my life because I don't want to speak on anybody else's, but like there are definitely relatives that I've had who are older, who I'm like, this is a lost cause. There ain't no way I can change their opinion on like this take. And it's like, well, that sucks, but it is what it is. And then like, but I'm willing to hear, you know, different thoughts, school of thoughts, opinions, and, you know, form a new opinion, always grow, evolve. And I'm like, we're approaching 50. Is it just that you are set in your way at this point and you're incapable of change? I don't know. Because what is going on here? Also, I'm going to turn on my fan now because it is getting a little hot in here, believe it or not. That might just be the streaming talking. But all right, let me scroll up and see what's happening in the midst of me yapping here. What's the fan? What's they gave for 50 word wild? Like, what were the colors? Oh, and remember that very, very specific way they wrote out the question about fire making? Jeff mentioned on Fire that the only reason we got a real merge this season was because of the medevac, and he's looking forward to bringing back Mergatory. Yeah, like why? Why do that dumb shit? Like, I don't want to ever root for a medevac, but like, did the medevac actually give us some compelling switch ups? Because yes. Didn't get Applebee's and now we're on Lunchables. Yeah, what are we doing here? Trace Canada has been so fun with twists. We need more stuff like that where it's not a game breaking but fun to watch. Exactly. It was insulting the choices we were given to pick for 50, so we felt like we were heard about wanting changes. What color buff? Get the heck out of here. Yeah, he does what he wants at the end of the day. And by that, I'm kind of specifically thinking of tapping faithfulness out of Traitors, give him something they don't expect. Exactly. And then they stayed the same, Mandy. You're right. New Era has gotten too formulaic. Yes. And just making it less certain can go a long way. If they do 2 seasons, 2 tribes, and then a season 3 tribe. Like, do you really want someone to be able to prepare for the game of Survivor by just watching the New Era and hopping on? Because they could, because it stays very similar. I'll agree with you, Rant. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to see seasons named instead of being numbered. It's hard for me to remember a season by the number, especially once you get to 50. I think that's the thing, though, right? It's like I used to think that was the bigger ask, so I didn't want it as long as we had the other changes. But now, ain't nothing changed, and everything is a big ask. So I think that's the issue now. But I also think for Survivor, it's insisting on things that don't enhance the show. Like if they have Rice or Flint, it doesn't make the viewing experience better for them not to have it. It just makes it harder for the players. Yeah, I think that the element of Survivor that, like the survival aspect being a part of it, right? Let's say that matters. I think it mattered more when it was like, okay, we're talking shelter life. We're talking being a good tribe mate around camp. I like when that's the drama, not when it's, bro, this person literally has eaten 4 worms in the last 2 days and they don't have fire yet because they can't win a challenge. Yeah, I wonder why they can't win a challenge. They can't fucking fuel up to get it. They have no heat at night. Why are we getting, you know, like, it's so easy to fucking snowball effect once you take a couple L's to like just not have any resources and any energy. Feed them a little. I don't give a fuck. We're not saying put them up at a hotel. This ain't goddamn Dondi. This ain't Dondi. Don't give them a fucking resort. Don't give them free iced tea. Give them hearty rewards. Give them fire at least. Just fire. We're just saying give them fire. What the fuck? Ugh. I think if they randomize all these twists and formats, no one would have lasting complaints. I think it's, again, my biggest issue. Kalita, thank you for 5 gifted. Kalita, appreciate you so much. Thank you. Welcome in. Mayar, Drexo, Midas, Squid, and Wildest Dream 89. You are now here. Compliments of the one and only Kalita. If you're in the chat, you now have access to some brand new emails. Feel free to use them to show your thanks. Enjoy your ad-free experience, and welcome into the squad. Hope you enjoy your stay. And enjoy your hoodie in the chat also, for what it's worth. Marbles tonight? Yes. I'll even set up for the first episode, earn your supplies by giving everyone their flint after the first immunity. Yes, I agree. They're still living on an island. Feed them. Discord has been watching old seasons where it's been raining all the game for days and it's rough and does impact the game, but production doesn't have to manufacture that by not giving them basic resources. Exactly. I noticed in recent scenes that women are wearing makeup more than they used to. Has anyone else noticed? I would have no eye on that. I fear that they will take all the wrong lessons when they hear people pining for pre-41 years, i.e. they'll go back to pre-41 casting. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's hard to explain that, hey, I like the cast you're putting together. I know some people complain like, oh, it's so samey. Everyone's a super fan. I think that is the least of your problems. I think they still do good with like an array of ages, array of backgrounds, ethnicity, all that good jazz. I think there's a good variety there. I think they're fun. I think that, yeah, they're not like hateful folks, but I can live without the hateful folks. I think, you know, getting like little Savannah villainy, I'm down with that more anyway. Like more game villainy, less real life villainy. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that personally. So for me, what I'm really looking for is just be a little more unpredictable. Keep me on my goddamn toes. I shouldn't be able to be like, okay, so this episode's gonna be, yeah, they're probably gonna get split up into 2 tribes, aren't they? Yep, they got split into 2 at the merge, not at the pre-jury where I would like that to happen, but at the merge they got split into 2, and now suddenly an individual game again. Why? I don't know. It is what it is. It's the show I've signed up to watch. So, and again, I am one of the ones who has been very complimentary of this show. Like, even in its early new era format, I just felt like I assumed that at some point we would switch up a little bit. So, Corinne from Gabon made a TikTok complaining that they don't cast popular anymore, called the whole Fortnite cast ugly. See, that I very much disagree with. I think that is a cheap complaint to make, and I don't think it's the case at all. I think there's some very beautiful people. Quite frankly, they haven't stopped casting beautiful folks. So that's a wrong take in my opinion. So in game design, there's something called feature creep. When too many ideas and features get added to a game and the experience becomes worse, Survivor is feature creep. Big Brother reeks of feature creep. Big Brother's at its best when there's minimal feature. They just love to fucking pack too many features in. You know, it's like, you know, to use that in another analogy, it's like bloatware on a phone. Oh yeah, these features are good, but if you just cancel 2 of them and focus more on the camera, more people would want this. I just wish they had content with different names. Do we need a Sophie and Sophie in the same season? See, I just can't believe they are just making Sophie be okay with being Soph. That is ridiculous to me. I've not missed a season. I've become more and more disheartened since New Era, but honestly, I'm excited for 50, but may very well be out for good after that. Yeah, the thing is, where am I going to go? It's such a low barrier of entry. It's one episode a week, and I get so much content from it as far as other podcasts to listen to goes that I'm like, fine, fuck it, I'll be there. But it definitely has made it a little more sour to a certain degree. Like this season, I love the cast. I said this from the beginning, I really love the cast. But even, and like, if there's moments where I'm rolling my eyes, I'm like, really? You found a way to bring us to 2 tribes again? Still. So stuff like that I hated. So I'll still be there. And I think the other thing that helps soften the blow is that Australian Survivor is very much still our old school Survivor that we're getting in Australia. So they're holding that down. AU versus the World was a fun time. I have like 7 seasons of the Traitors of a year to watch. So that's also keeping me going. Big Brother, if not for the live feeds, I don't know if I'm watching the TV product raw. I don't think I could do that. But then the podcast also helps. So that keeps me going there. So we're all in this together, chat. As long as we remember that. We're all in this together. Jeff is just waiting for the next person to hack the game. He almost ascended when he stuck his knife in that bag of rice and told the survivor they should scramble for the timer to stop. That was like the best moment he's had the whole time. Watch with my dad, who knows how many seasons we will be able to watch. I wasn't sure if you already talked about this because it was San Francisco week, but Sophie declaring that the other Sophie was Soph is wild. I can only assume they talked about it ahead of time. If she just decided in that moment, then yikes. Ridiculous. Also, I don't know what the fuck Sophie did. I'm talking Sophie with an E, from the Yellow tribe. Because she gives good confessional. She's clearly a threat of some kind that people keep looking at and wanting to target her. Why the fuck is Sophie so purple this season? Why are y'all not giving this woman content? What did she do to deserve this? I don't know. Did I hear the rumor? No. So if reclaiming her name would be a valid reason to get Sophie out after that, to be honest. Hey, if I go on the show and I'm Pooya and you're somehow also Pooya, which would be like, why the fuck are we both on the same season? And then you're like, I'm Pooya, he'll go by something else. I'm like, the fuck I won't. I'm going to get you out immediately. I will always watch Big Brother Survivor and the challenge because I'm a completionist and I've watched from the beginning. The challenge is a struggle lately, though. The challenge, I feel like, is it too many episodes, Kalita? What is the struggle with the challenge that you find? I'm more asking as a curious person. Not to read that too much, but I think she must be making it far and they feel like they can focus on her later, aka the Genevieve treatment. That's not a bad read. I wonder if they're trying to justify their decision with the centering of the edit, who makes it to... that's also possible. Which is BS. She's so good and we should get more of her. Agreed. Are you interested in playing Dispatch? Can I be honest with you? I've not watched anyone play Dispatch because I was like, I want to play it. And then I feel like I've missed the boat. I feel like it's too late. I feel like everyone who would have come to watch it or participated with it on stream, I think has already probably seen enough of it that they will not. Rumor is that she was pre-gaming with the 2 that got replaced, and since they didn't have a third alternate that couldn't replace her, it's from a good source. Huh. But then why keep her over the other 2? But also, I don't. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous to me. No, you have not. I've seen some Dispatch thing. It looks fun. Okay. Let me look it up. How much does it run? How much does it cost, I mean? And would y'all be interested? I'll read the premise, chat. You be honest. Tell me if this is something you'd be into. Okay? Okay. Deal. Let me just look it up real quick. Okay. Dispatch. $29.99. Dispatch is a superhero workplace comedy where choices matter. Manage a dysfunctional team of misfit heroes and strategists who descend to emergencies around the city, all while balancing office politics, personal relationships, and your own quest to become a hero. All episodes out now. This sounds great. It's only been out since October 22nd. This is great. Does anyone I know done this yet? No, I see you have wish list. You've said you want this game, but you haven't bought this game, Russ, if you're still in the chat. Java's played Dispatch, and what have your thoughts been if you've watched without giving any spoilers away respawning? If he wants us to be honest, I would love that. I'm tired of the drama on a lot of the old school players when they go out drinking and fast forward. That's fair, Khalida. You're like, fuck this, I'm enough. Enough is enough. The TikToks I saw were much more story than premise on Steam gave me. How in personal relationship? Yes. It's like choose your own adventure a little bit. Or choose your own story. Yeah. I haven't seen anyone play it, but I think Jimmy is playing it now. Ooh, Jimmy, are you still here? What are your thoughts on it? Have you seen that Morgan and Keanu played the RB game and the Peak developers that the Peak developer made? Yes. I did not watch them play it, but I know they played it. I have played it off stream. Honestly, I haven't paid much attention. Didn't get it on the beginning, but I started playing it. Got you respawning. There are adult themes and dark moments in Dispatch. Just a heads up. Worth the trigger warning. Definitely appreciate that in Hero. Okay. So if people are keen on this, we could do this. Or is this something I do off stream and put on YouTube? Is that a thing? I don't know. Let me think on it. Someone said, Pooya, you have a dot in between your nose and your third eye. Is this like a weird joke that I'm not getting? What does this mean? Or is this like a thing that I just don't understand? Just enlighten me. I have no idea what it means. Streaming to get phone with YouTube edited videos and it's phone with chat. Got you. And that was the final question in the forum, by the way. So if you want to put something in the forum, feel free to do so. While I understand what this person means by that. I would like to see it on stream too. It's fun to chat along for story games, but if it's a time stitch, at least on YouTube would be fun. It's not a time stitch really. It's just figuring out the time and date to do it. And how to like brand it. A troll from message? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. I have no idea what they're referring to. Hey, if you're the question asker for that, you asked this 6 minutes ago. Must mean you stroll around. Clarify what you mean. Maybe you're kidding. I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea what it means. So let me know. Enlighten me. How to Beat says the game is about 8 to 9 hours total for the main story. So it would definitely be done in chunks then. It's not a one stream thing. I don't think anyone wants to watch a full Dispatch stream either. Like a top to bottom 9-hour stream. Did I see Mike's costume last night? Mike was dressed like a chicken, right? Like, where does this man get these goddamn costumes? What do you mean respawning? His closet? I refuse to believe the man just had a chicken costume sitting around to shove on and wear. No shot, right? Surely not. Surely not. I need to just decide to put let's go. See, it's tough respawning because I think that there is a mentality of like, why not just go live and let's just do this. But I think that there's both a combination of wanting to maximize the amount of, as the streamer, wanting to maximize the amount of people that would want that content to show up by giving them the heads up so they can have that ready for their schedule, and also not make people feel like they can't keep up. Because like, for example, we all like, let's say Big Brother. Big Brother's a bad example because they have feeds. We all like Survivor, right? Let's pretend after this big discussion we had, we're like, we're sick of Survivor or like whatever. We all love Survivor. If Survivor was like, all right, we're doing episode 5 tonight at 11 p.m. Suddenly it's like, whoa, I want to be there. I did not know that. I planned all this stuff. I think that can be tough. A 3-4 game stream, depending on how long you want to do them. Yeah. Yeah, because I know it's such a hard tightrope to walk, because we are truly at a level, at a size where I can both ask and get a lot more feedback of what time works. Because like the bigger the streamer is, or the audience is, the less ability you have to cater to other people's schedule and availability. The more you are just gonna do it your style. Because like I've seen big streamers just go live, just straight up go live. But also, when they're that big, people will be there. Who from the Traitors Season 4 will start a feud with you in pre-scene coverage? Which players come to the top of mind for this? I do not think I will have a beef. I think we're good. All right. New question in the forum is, you know exactly what I mean. I don't. Are you referring to the fact that I have a bit of hair in between my eyebrows? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. Is that what you mean? Because if that's what you mean, just say what you mean. Don't try and be slick with it. Don't be like, something between your nose and your third eye. What the fuck is a third eye? I don't know. I have no idea. If that's what it is, then I knew what you meant. But I don't know. You got to clarify it. But yeah, I'll say, yeah, figuring out what day to do. So if I'm not streaming RP anymore, that opens up Mondays and Tuesdays to a certain degree. Not Tuesdays as much, because Tuesdays we have Traitors Canada at night. So Monday might be the day that's open. Thursday has been the peak day. I don't know how I feel about peak at the moment as far as like streaming it again goes. Like, would I partake still? Yes, most likely. But am I going to be there for the weekly stream? I don't know currently. I'm not 100%. Fifth brother, thank you so much for the first time chat. Appreciate it. Again, I'm assuming that's what they're trying to imply now, because they're not telling me. They're trying to be facetious, but who knows? Tuesday Devil in Me next week? No. RJ Vet, I've told you this, and I mean this kindly. I will tell you when we're doing Devil in Me, because that requires me to get Liana there, and Liana's availability is a lot harder to schedule than anybody else's, because she works long hours. She then will go do Pilates or something after the fact. By the time she comes home, she doesn't want to like do a 2-3 hour stream, which makes sense, mind you. But she also wants to play it. Like, if she couldn't do it, she wouldn't have agreed to do it with us that day. But it's going to be a long time before we finalize when that can be, you know? So, I do think if you want to do a game like that, a verbal recap of where you are at the start of the stream also helps with letting people jump in. Yeah, I would, like, I think a game like that, I would want to go live and chat a little bit, catch up a little bit, then give a heads up a little bit, and then go. So. That's honestly my bad. I thought that was dirt. I deeply apologize. Love the streams and all that you do. No worries. No worries. Yeah. I, as you can tell, I'm a hairy man, a bit of a hairy person. Okay. I have to trim my eyebrows. Okay. On occasion. Right now, where the unibrow bridge is being built, but we never let it get built. Have hopped into a game in the middle of watching a streamer and it's still fun when the VODs are there. Okay. That's good to know. I'm still hoping for a Stanley Parable playthrough someday. That could be material for like a long form stream where like we have a couple of things being put in there. You have hair everywhere except a certain spot we won't mention. Mandy, you can untime him out. All right. Last call on the forum chat. Last call on the forum. Very fun pad tonight. Are there any new release games you're excited about for next year? I don't even want to fucking say it anymore because I just don't even think it's coming out. But GTA 6, obviously. I'm not really tapped in with a lot of other games that are coming out currently. So you know, was gonna time out. You are pro rage bait. Is that what it is, Tomster? Is that what it is? You're pro rage bait? Good to know. Noted. 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 Can't have troll with that Tomster. I read your tea leaves and I fear I've seen the grim. Okay, who do you think you are? You think you've got that kind of motion? You do not have that kind of motion. I'm a love rage baiter. No, I do that with Leon all the time, so I get it. I don't know anything about video games, but the only thing I do know is that the next Game of Thrones book will be released before GTA 6, and that shit ain't ever getting released. It is the whole... I did not expect that whole meme of we got blank before GTA 6 to still happen. And low-key, some of the things that we're getting before GTA 6 is kind of wildin'. I don't know how that's happening, but here we are, you know? I don't know the line, so I don't cross it. That's key to rage bait. You need to know where the line is, for sure. For sure. All right. And if I do, let me know. Of course. Of course. Oxford's diss track. Oxford does not have a diss track right now. Tara, thank you for the sound drop, though. You mean the pigeon diss track? Is that the one? Also, Oxford's name is spelled A-U-X. Like an ox cord, because he's a rapper. The pigeon one? All right, where is it? Little heads up for anyone that needs context here. Oxford is the name of the criminal character I play on RP. It did not used to have a character associated with it. It used to just be the rap moniker for the RP character, but then I made it a separate character for criminal stuff. So... And then I can't even begin to explain the context to this video because it's going to be hard to explain it. But the long and short of it is, in our previous server, there was some conspiracy with pigeons, and there was some conspiracy with pigeons, and then the feds being involved. So we did a diss track to draw them out, and then the server got shut. So it never came to fruition. But I can go ahead and play that for y'all. Now you have the context to a certain degree. Is it like the Oxford? Yes, that's exactly why that's the name, Mandy. And you'll hear it in the song, too. There you go. There you go. Okay, wait, just to make sure I'm following. Ism was the joke rapper name like a year, and then ended up being your GTRP character name, and then Oxcord was Ism's rapper name that ended up being a separate character. When you say it like that, yes, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Yes. Ow. That's exactly what happened. That's the lore. As John would say, that was fire. Thank you, mate Muffin. I appreciate that, chat. Appreciate it. We Marbson, yes. We're about to get to that time too. Because the form is shut as of right now. But yeah, initially my plan with the whole like Oxford thing was it was gonna be Ism was gonna have more of a Hannah Montana vibe to it, where Ism was doing the news by day and then was like a rapper by night, but no one knew. But then when we were gonna make criminal characters, I was like, I don't want to make a whole new character and then also have this like two-pronged character with Ism. That's too many fucking characters. So I just made Oxford his own thing. It feels so weird. I was off work today, so I got to watch the whole pad. Hell yeah. Listen, as someone who worked a very strict schedule, when you get a night off on a night you're not usually off, it does feel very strange. Is it Oxford, and what does he look like? Do you want to see what Oxford looks like? I actually have photos. I actually have photos I can show you. Oh, also I'm going to show you something really sick that is officially a part of the server. All right, so this is, y'all have already met Ism. You already know who that guy is. A legend. This is Oxford. This is him. He's got long hair, tatted up. This is Oxford posing behind the weed plants that we planted this past week. We made a lot of money selling weed. This server does not have a wiki. It's brand new. The server is like 2 months, not even 2 months old. And so this is him. Why is he hot though? Yeah, we kind of went for like the hot convict look. It's kind of what we went for. Your server got shut down, exactly. And now this is a crowning achievement that I think some of you may not, some of you may appreciate. We are on the loading screen of the server now. As the news team. This is the server loading screen. Yeah, we made it, chat. We made it. While I'm sharing photos here, let me share a photo of we went to a club night in the server. This was not on stream or on VOD, so you got this also. This was, I think, a week or 2 weeks ago. So. Fourth, you out here thirsting on the Louvre mugshots? I'm not the only one. Fair. All right. So let's move over. We are about to switch over to marbles. I say this as almost a ending of a chapter because I know marbles ain't for everybody. So if you're not familiar with marbles, stick around, watch and see how you feel about it. But for basic formalities, the Q&A portion is over. As we make our move to marbles, you're still more than allowed to ask any question you want during marbles. I will answer any question you want during marbles. But if you're about to go to sleep or leave, I appreciate you hanging out here for 2 hours. Really do. Hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. And I'll be back here on Sunday. So pull up for GGD. Goose duck. Let's see how that plays out. All right. Chat, let's marble. Musketeer, thank you for the props. I appreciate you. Welcome back in from number 14. Thanks so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, there's an update for marbles too. Lovely. I think I need to set up my Steam to auto download because I feel like every time I want to update something, it happens while I'm on stream now. So. Wasn't really chatty tonight, but always here for some marbs. Hey, Jade, some nights you might feel more like willing to be chatty. Some nights are more quietness. Some nights are lurk nights. I fully get this. Some nights, you know, depending on what I'm doing, the stream I'm watching or the content I'm watching will be on main monitor, secondary monitor, or tertiary monitor. Just depends. Ever thought about making your own marble racetrack? You know, I've never thought about it. I'm not going to lie to you. Because like, I feel like there's just an infinite number of marble maps, and I'm like, I'm fine to just, you know, use someone else's, or try someone else's rather. I think I'm gonna put you all over here. Remind me again, what is this bottom left content? It is, right? All right. You were very upset today? Why, Tomster? I ordered my different Wendy's and they gave me the wrong kind of Frosty. You should definitely report that. Not that, as in like report that for misconduct, but report that so you can get compensated appropriately for that. Vanilla doesn't hit the same as chocolate to me. Oh, see, I would be fine for me, but you don't have the game? What game? Respawning. Are you done? You got $5? Perfect. Vanilla be such a letdown. I fuck with both equally, relatively. All right. Mandy, shall I request the regular wager, the usual bet as they call it? Top 20. Am I in or not, chat? Is this my night or no? You tell me. You tell me. All right. 40. Can we see 50, chat? Can we see the big 50? You want to stream 13? Hey, +1. We'll take it. Predictions up, chat. Make sure you get your wager in before it's too late. I'm waiting a little longer on this first map, but also, all right, hold up. This is about the usual also. Top 5 VIPs, or sorry, 5 VIP roles will be given to the top 3. Last place with 5 races completed and a random number generator. That's your total 5. Them's the plans, chat. I thought the skips it. I played most of it, Mandy. I played most of it. Top 3 VIP badges? No, I said top 5. And then I said top 3. So don't even try and ticky-tack it. Also, we don't even have 50 people. So I don't know about that one. All right. The predictions closed. It is a 50-50. About 45-55 to be clear. All right. AJ's trying to quadruple up because AJ went all in last 250 last week against me and has now gained double last week, and I was putting another 250 down on it. All right. Chat, all I'm going to say is if there's only 48 people, that means you think season 48 is the best season of Survivor. You're Jeff Probsting it. That's not me. That's your choice. You have made this choice. If 2 more of you get in, that rumor is debunked. So all right, I guess we like season 48 the best. It's cool with me. Nightbot, stay down. You tried to save it. All right. Good luck, everybody. You're trying to vote with me? Appreciate that. All right. In the lead is it Russ AZ? It's Kel. It's Forville. I don't want to listen to Soulja Boy right now. I don't want to listen to this song either. Yeah, the playlist is called 90s to 2000s Club Dance Hits because I wanted to take us back a little bit. All right, Forv trying to skip it, but Russ skips it better. Russ trying to retain here. Are we getting digested? I hope not. I really hope not. That's not the plan. Oh, you're getting turned to crank that? Sorry, Buckeye. See, I would love the notion of sipping on a drink. I don't have that function. If I'm holding a drink in my hand, it gets consumed super quickly because I don't want to keep holding it. Like, I dance a lot better without holding a drink. I feel like the drink, when I'm holding it as a conversation piece, needs to get drank. I don't have the what you sipping on function. I have what you chugging on. I'm not really chugging, but drinking very what you frequently sipping on or what you frequently drinking. Well, so Cannabis is taking the lead over here, Russ. You have both slowed down. Pixie Sticks has not come in. Pixie Sticks takes the lead. I think there's a hole in that corner that you got to get into. Jabina coming in, masterfully getting in there. Russ is still right behind for second place, so Khalida in third. Soja, what? Sounds like you need one of those beer hats. Oh, I would never want one of those. That's too intense. On a scale of what you sip it on to the beer hat, I'm somewhere in the middle. Jabina is about to be the winner. Kalina trying to get it. Oh, Frowning Karma. Frowning Karma with the steal. Congratulations, Frowning Karma. I believe first time chatter too, right? Or did I make that up? May have made that up. That might be my bad, Frowning Karma. I don't think you're a first time chatter. No. But you are the winner. That's what's right. That's what's up. You won. You won while in ad break. You know what, Karma? You did. You did win during ad break. Yes. Oh, I get it. I get what you mean now. I didn't clock that. I was about to say it's late. It's not even midnight for me yet. Dylan has been doomed. Silent Reader has been doomed, sadly. Out of the sipping on jeans. See, you get me, Karma. Congratulations on your win. Sworn as a 6, all right. Loki will take it. I got 20th, which I should complain about, but it's better than I've done in the recent bit. Still off of the top 12. Mandy, I see that you have taken a spot up in the top 12. That should be me, but that's cool. It's cool. It's chill. Oh, Liv. What's good, Liv? How you living? All right. Low amount of dumps. That's good. Hopefully we can get less even. Anonymous Gifter said, hey, Frowning Karma, you won. You should no longer get ads. Thank you so much, Anonymous Gifter. I really do appreciate your generosity. Thank you for bringing a new person into the community. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Karma. Enjoy your emotes. Enjoy your ad-free experience. No more ads for you. All right, exclamation play chat. We're running it back. If you're new here, you don't know how marbles works. At the beginning of every map, hit exclamation play so you can get a marble in there, and then just wait, get the commentary, get the vibes going, and just root for your marble and root against mine if you want to, or root for mine. I don't know why you bet. Okay, it's fucking criminal that my marble is the most back a marble can be. At least Vinyl says for solidarity, I'll stick with you. I don't know if we need to listen to Pony together right now. I don't want to listen to this either. I love this song, but I don't want to listen to Candy Shop right now either. This is a good song. We'll keep this one. My love got to do better by an ad. Hashtag blessed. All right, chat. You were getting turned to Pony. Buckeye. How about you get turned to Give It To Me by Timbaland and Nelly Furtado? How about that? How about that? All right, chat. Is season 48 your favorite season? Or are we going to get to 50? Ow. You're like, I love the song too. Was my favorite as a kid? Hell yeah, Buckeye. Me too. Brandon, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Nelly and Timbaland were a lethal duo in the mid-2000s. Any song they touched was gold. Any song they touched. They were a go-to duo. We got to 50, chat. We got to 50. We did it. We did it. Thank you. Thank you, squad. Appreciate it. 48 is no longer our favorite season here. What are we talking about? Nelly Furtado and Timbaland as a duo. Let Nightbot play? No. I don't even think 48 was that bad. I don't either. It's just fun to mess with it. After all the conversation we had today about New Era season, New Era Survivor, I think my favorite New Era Survivor season is 47. Then it's 45. Then it's 40. I want to say it's 44. I think. I forget how young I am. All right, Tomster, we get it. You're young. But Tomster, I do appreciate you being here always, because you enjoying the content only proves my not theory, but my feeling. Why did Liv restart? What did you do, Liv? It only proves my theory that like our community is truly for everybody. Like we have one of the more diverse age groups of any streamer on Twitch. Daisy. Oh no, Daisy took a tumble there, sadly. All right, who's in the lead? Is it Ambi? I think it's Ambi. Ambi, masterful there. I do what I want. Okay. Be at the back. Who's going to win? Oh, there's a lot of explosives in the finish line too, so someone could get ruined. Oh my God, AJ fell off out of the corner. Is the other side better? It might be better. I can't tell. I'm like in the back of that pack anyway. Oh, but that might be the move. Chat, that might be the move. Emma has won. Come on, get top 10. Get top 10. I did it. I'm 7th. I'm 7th. Hey, Liv, how'd that restart work for you? Emma, congratulations on your dub. You got the big win. I got points. You got points. We both got points. Hey, Buckeye. See, it worked. Timbaland and Nelly Furtado still got you on the board. Take that, some points, right? All right, squad. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And only 2 dumps. Daisy and AJ, sadly. But only 2 is good. I have never won and I'll never stop talking about this. And you earned your win. Congratulations. All right, running it back. Another ready up. Also, by the way, I was at the back of the pack for that one and I still was able to come in 7th. So we'll take that. Unlikely results are good results sometimes because we take those. All right, chat. 46. Are we ready? We excited? I'll gift your community 10 subs if you rig this next race for me. Think wisely. When you say rig for me, what placement do you want? First place? Is that what you want? Hey, Terranoia and Ricky making it past 50. Appreciate that. Oh shit, here come the Quinions. Quinions, if you would like to get involved in the marbles, exclamation play to get in. Welcome in. Quinn, thank you for trusting me with your raid. Quinn, talk to me. How sweaty is this season of Fortnite though? How sweaty is the Simpsons season? How did you do? How were the games? Because let me tell you, I've been getting mad playing Fortnite this past couple weeks. It's so fucking sweaty. It's so intense. Have you maybe you're experiencing it differently. Every second is worth. It really is. Every win, every victory royale has really been a argument and a half. Fighting for my life, barely making it out. But yeah, what's your favorite weapon this season? Also, that's my other question. Tracy, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Coming in with the first time chat from the raid here. I love your BB recaps. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy. And hey, if you're a fan of the Traitors, about to get a lot of Traitors content coming your way also. Slingshot. The slingshot is very fun. I agree. It's no Mr. Blasty, but it'll do in a pinch. You'll be there? Hell yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Also, Quinn, when can we expect you back on Goose Goose? Blink twice if Rob won. I have no idea, Bella. I genuinely have no idea. I have no idea. You updated Fortnite finally. Could be down this weekend, this Sunday. What you saying? We have room, so you just say the word, and I got you. Vault Krusty gun. I love the Krusty gun. Down to clown. I'm gonna put you on the list, Quinn. Perfect. Perfect. Hell yeah. Chrissy, thank you for giving us up to Quinn. Appreciate that, Quinn. Enjoy your emotes. Enjoy your hoodie in the chat. Enjoy your ad-free experience. And appreciate the raid, brother. Of course, chat, if y'all are not already following Quinn, make sure you do so. Quinn is very active on Twitch, doing hella streams, making hella content available out there for you all. So make sure you check it out. Also, what was I going to say? I blanked out. Oh, also, if you're coming in from Quinn's community, hello, my name is Pooya. I am a podcaster over on RHAP, but I also am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I do a bunch of different things right now. Okay. Relax, Daddy Yankee. We're going to hit you in a second. We're going to finish that in a second. But yeah, appreciate the raid. If y'all are about to dip out because you have been already watching streams, you're about to go do something else, appreciate you coming in to give me the vibe before you head out. And thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Your place fire. Thank you. Yeah, we're going for a little club night motif tonight. All right. Let's kick off this one, shall we? I've never heard this remix with Lil Jon on it. Like, where did this come from? Thank you, Squid. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. How often do you come on Twitch? So I'm currently on Twitch every weekend, Friday night, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern for Goose Goose are the 2 days I'm always on. And have been for the last 5 years. But I've recently been adding more content on Tuesday days and like Thursday afternoon evenings. I usually will say and announce when I'm going live. I'll give people like 5-6 hour head start on socials if you're following me there. But the guaranteed 2 every week, no matter what, are Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, or Fridays at 4 p.m. Central, Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern. Mouthful. A lot happening right now. When good actors say we had judges watching this performance for LGBT for awards. Fire alarm went off. Oh my God, Rogues, what is going on? The John version is superior. I've never heard this version, incredibly enough. Is that Pitbull too? Yes. Yes, there's a lot of people on this. Holy crap. It's Daddy Yankee, Pitbull, DJ Buddha, Lil Jon. Is that hold up. The name blanks out. Yes, Noriega is the other person also. You were on it as well. Okay, I didn't know. I wasn't aware of your musical talents. Terranoia has been dumped sadly here. I've not been paying good attention. Okay, as I say that a bunch of people dumped, which you hate to see. Sal's is here, and Sal's is in the lead right now. Christine takes a shortcut, and it is a bad cut. I think Christine's also dumping here. We're losing a lot of people through the dump here, sadly. I think Sal's is about to win this chat. No jinxing. Tara Teeth in second, Russ in third, Swarnot in fourth place here. How much more is there to go? I don't know. Oh, Sal's here is your winner. This is it. This is the ending of the race right here. Is that another top 10 finish? If you bet on me, you're about to eat good tonight. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. This was the wrong night to bet against me, Chad. I have 2 top 10 finishes now. How you like me now? This is also longer than the regular version, I think. I had faith in you, and I appreciate that. You believed in me. You believed in me. You have 50K on me? Chris, you about to... Let me see. What dividends do you get with the 50,000 bet here? A 2.24 increase. So you're about to crack 100,000 off of that. I put 6,000 on it, so if you win, that's why. Gotcha. Chat. You know what let me talk to you for a second. As someone who, some people would say I'm not old. Some people would say I am old. I'm somewhere in the middle probably. So let me just show you where everyone finished. Because was that a world record? I do not know. I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad. No clue where I am, but I assumed I died early. Let's see. Rogues. You did Dumph, sadly. You were one of the Dumphs. You're one of the casualties in this one. So, listen, I'm going to go. It was a world record. Okay, that means that these points were extra. So we got more points out of it. Yeah, see, 14th place got 94 points. All right, let's go to the next one. You have to reset again, chat. Exclamation play when you see the game map load right about now. Exclamation play to get in for this one. While I go on, not a rant, but more of an observation, to be honest. So, as you may have heard, no matter what age group you're a part of, no matter if you're on the internet, you have heard of 2 numbers really taking over the world in the last, not year, like 6 months, 4 or 5 months, whatever. That is the numbers 6 and the number 7. Now, I feel like this is the first instance where I'm finally seeing a joke happen in front of me, and I understand how my parents felt when we had jokes that they did not understand. But they understood they were jokes. They understood that was what we do. You know? To be honest, people in my generation did some shit that I still don't understand what that was all about. There's nothing to understand? Well, yes. The visceral reaction, the big reaction those 2 numbers get now, I feel like they took over our 69. Nice. That's not a thing anymore. 69 used to be the method. Now it's all about 60. It's not even 67, it's 67. It's not even, it's 2 separate numbers said back to back. It's like, no, I'll always be the GOAT. Like, you know how many football players, NBA players we're going to have that are going to just pick the number 67 because of this? Seven, eight, nine, just 6, 7. I like 7, 8, 9. That's a good one. I totally thought you'd be a 6, 7 guy. What the fuck do you mean by that? I will say it has become a bit of a vocal stim, as it can and things do, but that's fine. That's fine. The people in the know it's 6 several. The real ones know, Jimmy. The real ones get it. The real ones get it. Isn't favorite radio number? If you know, you know. Oh, from when we did the car race. I still don't know what the fuck 6, 7 is. I kind of don't care, but then again, I'm old. It's one of those things where I'm like, this for the children. Let them laugh at it. The more we seem outraged, the more they'll spam it. So you got to not seem outraged at all. Sorry, I'm skipping a lot of songs, but I kind of have a specific song. Specific songs I want to hear and not hear at the same time. You know what? I've not heard this song in a minute. I used to be a big Florida hater. I was just like, bro, who cares? But then now I'm like, they were kind of bangers. I'm not going to lie. There's no 6 several song. Musketeer is in the lead. Lovely cat photo here. Is there not saying 6'9"? Well, 6'9", 69, obviously, we know what that means. 6'9" became synonymous with snitching. If you said 6'9", you were snitching on somebody. So that's what it is now. And yesterday I went out to eat with my friends at a Waffle House after a performance, and the waiter assumed I was dating my male friend. I'm 22 and he's 18, so no way in hell. Oh my God. You're like, no, don't make that assumption, please. My dad went out trick-or-treating with us this year, and he wore a shirt that said haunted by 6'7", and every kid that started saying 6'7", my dad got such a kick out of it. It was cute. Had to teach him to do the hand thing too. That's amazing. I saw a video on TikTok of this, I want to say it's like a hibachi thing, where the chef made the rice spell out 6'7" and then did the hand motion. I was like, that really has come everywhere now. I know about 6'9", I better be careful. Yeah, you don't want to be accusing anyone of snitching. Although that was like a couple of years ago. I don't know if people still use it like that, but... All right. I'm sorry I jinxed you, Musketeer, because you are no longer in the lead. Who is in the lead? It's Russ in the lead. What is the hand motion? It's a little bit of this and a little bit of this. Because the whole thing was like, it's like a 6 or a 7. It's like 6, 7. That's what it was. That's what it originated. And now it's become this like hodgepodge. Just yell the two numbers and be intense about it. New chatters never let Pooya say your name. Why is that, Tomster? What are you talking about? Why are you being hateful for? Pixie, you're about to hold a dub. And Hero with the steal. Congratulations. You are not old, Squid. You are not old. You got fourth? Hell yeah. The Pooya jinx is real? It is not. It's not. Top 10 we back? Hell yeah. All right, let's see. I didn't even get the top 23. That's brutal. Did I dump? I may have dumped. Let's see. 49th. Wow. Wow. Okay. Tomster's favorite season of Survivor. That's cool. That's cool. All right. No dumps, though. That's a first. That's a first tonight. One more map to go, chat. One last map to go. Remember, top 3 are getting VIP badges. The person who's participated in 5 races and has the least amount of points gets a VIP badge. And then 1 will be given out by a random number generator. So, exclamation play. Boot up. Get ready. Get excited. I don't want to turn down for anything. I don't want to ride with me. Actually, you know what? Dedicate this to the fans. Live. What does the blue versus pink names mean? Okay. Pink names are VIPs or subscribers, I believe, right? No. So white is followers or just regular chatters. Blue is subscribers. Pink is VIP. And then dark pink is mod, like Mandy here. Orange is the streamer. That's me. Am I missing anybody? I don't think so, right? Right, I think so. Oh, no. Then you have Liv. Liv, why is your name not pink like Mandy's? But you're also a mod. Oh, dark pink is founder. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right on that one. Also, Frenchiel, thank you for the first time chat getting involved with marbles. Appreciate it. Yours glitched out. Got you. Liv should have been fun, but she was robbed because of a glitch. I can change / look at stuff like that behind the scenes, so I'll give it a check. Because Liv was 100% a founder as well. Class system marble style. Wow. Liv, could it be over that one time we unmodded you, or was it banned you for the lulz? Could we have done that, maybe? Not because you did it to Mandy too. That's true. I appreciate you not blaming me when you could have. All right. No, I don't want to listen to Forever Young right now. Ugh, this is a classic. This map looks cool. I do like the casino vibes it has. Who's in the lead? Frowning Karma, what are you doing? Oh no, we're out, aren't we? Oh, I'm about to dump the fuck out of this map. Goodbye. Yep. We flew too close to the sun, chat. Wait, where are y'all? What is this? Chat, can you let Jez win this one? I kind of want that 10 gifted. Oh, it's right from the start? Interesting. Too late? All right, well, I hope you get dumped then. Okay, who's in the lead? I hate maps like this. Okay, there we go. That's fine. There'll be no subs. Okay, that's cool with me. That's cool with me. It's not a jinx. Stop saying that. Oh shit. Jez with the 5 gifted, appreciate it. Welcome into Sickly Babe Mentality, Dan Bose, Sean, and 9 out of Ben. Here now compliments of the one and only Jez, who, for the record, is not about to win this marble race, but is being very generous, so we appreciate it. If you're in the chat, throw some love Jez's way, please and thank you, as the race has already concluded with some people finishing the race. As we get our top 10, yep, top 10 has been decided. And Tara did break the record, so huge points coming in for the finishers here. Yo, there's a world I don't make top 20 despite getting 2 top 10 finishes, so we'll see. Oh, are we lagging? I think we're lagging. Are we lagging? No, we're good, right? Yeah, but with that sub, you can join the Discord. You only need it to enter. You do not need it to stay, meaning after your subscription expires, if you do not want to resub, that's fine. You can still stay in the Discord. No problem. No lag here? Okay. Oh, Jez did dump also. All right. Let's find out, chat. Top 3 VIP badge. Last place with 5 races VIP badge. Random number generator VIP badge. Will I get top 20? These are the questions we're looking to answer. 3rd place, Russ retains, meaning we're going to go to 4th place getting a VIP badge. Kalita getting back onto the VIP badge board here. And Tara Teeth, another person coming back into the VIP leaderboard. Swarnot is the other person. Oh my God, 19th. Woo! You doubted me. Take the L now. You doubted me, chat. Some of you doubted me. Okay. All right, let me just quickly add the 3 VIPs from the top 4. And then go ahead and look at where everyone else landed, who got the final one, and then who gets the random number generator one. And to the believers, enjoy your money. To the doubters, AJ still got 600 grand after Obama took it. That's elite ball knowledge right there. All right. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, chat. You know what? If there is 69 unique participants, number 69, actually, in honor of today's conversation, number 67 gets one. Fuck it. if there's 67 participants. There is 64. I didn't even pay attention to the top left. Way to ruin the suspense, Tomster. How dare you? How dare you do this? All right. Well, amazingly, oh my God, AJ already has a VIP badge, meaning next in line would be Jez. So Jez, you did get a VIP. I'm sorry I can read. Tomster, don't test me. You're getting a little too big for your boots there, little bro. All right. Justice. Enjoy your VIP badge, Jez. And random number generator now will be 4. We'll go from 5 to number 64, basically. And we will do a re-rack or a redraw if one of the mods or myself are the number it lands on. So, random number generator. I'm going to go between the numbers 5 and 64. And I'm going to look at y'all, hit generate, and the number that will be the VIP badge is 16. Chalet! Enjoy your VIP badge. Actually, you know, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling generous. We'll do one more. We'll do one more VIP badge as well. Chalet with 2 A's, 1 underscore, and 2 L's. Boom. All right. One more VIP badge goes to number 22. Great number. That is going to be Jimmy. Welcome back into the VIP circle. All right. Row Jimmy, 21. But the number was 22. There we go. Boom. All right, chat. Great stream. Great stream here tonight. Always a fun time doing the pad. Always a fun time talking to y'all about all the things, anything, anytime. I'll be back on Sunday. Spoiler alert, you already know one of the participants, not Quinn, will be joining us on Goose Goose on Sunday. But yeah, so that'll be fun. Pull up, 5 p.m. Eastern. I usually go live about 4:30 Eastern to vibe out, chat with y'all, hang out, you know, catch you up on my weekend. Tomorrow, I intend on spending some much needed time with Liana. Although I believe Liana will play at least maybe one game of Blood on the Clock Tower. So get excited for Liana. She'll be there. But yeah. And I'll see y'all on Sunday. I really do appreciate you. Every week, you remind me why I do this. Why I am very grateful to be a leader of the Lesson 2 crew and why my community is number goddamn 1. Frenchie says, love you on RHAP. Glad I found your stream. Thank you so much, Frenchie. I hope you come back again. Hope you have a good weekend also. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, chat. I appreciate y'all so much. All right. Y'all have a good night. Take care. Enjoy.